Hey man, you already know how we rocking. It's bad for the community. We back with another special episode. It's Rob, the 508 God. I got Tomo to my left.
Why you
We got Say East to his left. We got Nate Nix in the room.
Hi, how are you?
Why you cripping so hard today?
Just showing love to Nip. Nip actually had a new song, DJ Drama's
Yeah, it's the anniversary of his passing
on his project.
Right?
Yeah, and there's all these things going on with the Eric Holden case.
Facts.
You know, they're trying to not put him, I don't know what his lawyer's trying to do, but put him in like protective custody or some shit in jail because it's like they know
get killed,
he's going to
Because
get
the judge
killed.
forced it.
Like, yeah.
The judge forced it.
Like they basically let him know like it's
Every
over.
gang.
Yeah.
Every gang in there,
want parts, nigga.
be safe.
You think they just straight up kill him or like his booty hole getting stretched the fuck out?
I think they probably gonna do. They're probably gonna torture the nigga, bro.
I don't want to know.
Like a lot of times, like when it comes to it, it's like you gotta make somebody's life like a living hell. You feel me?
Good riddance.
They're already getting like poor treatment in there from like the services or whatever. But it's also like, you know what I mean, might end up fucking up your life, like getting you sent to like confinement. You feel me? Solitary for doing some shit that you maybe didn't even do. Or like stabbing a nigga up, you know what I mean, type shit.
Yeah.
And like hurting a nigga like physically and making it so that he can't tell anybody because if he does, then you gonna make it even worse for him, type shit. A lot of times niggas end up committing suicide in prison though. You know what I mean? Definitely gotta do some shit about that. The whole system's fucked up.
Yeah.
Right? Hey man, some niggas until we find something else, bro. Don't be killing people like that, because then you end up in the situation
I don't
that
know
this
if I was
nigga's in.
planning
They should go back to
No,
the
I'm talking about that nigga. Like, hey,
guillotine
shouldn't have
and all
done
that
that shit.
Huh? The guillotine system when they be just chopping niggas' heads off.
Yeah, bro. Quick execution.
That's sick,
I'm with execution. I think the execution is not the worst thing
but
in
you
the
know
world.
what's the sick part about the
death penalty?
guillotine shit? You normalize people like watching it. Like that was a part of
Facts,
like
yeah.
the allure too. It's like everybody pop out, we about to kill this nigga. Like
Yeah, they used to do that shit at lynchings too, nigga.
Them French is some
Hey, lynch a
fucking
nigga.
crazy niggas, man.
And then all the families will pull up, niggas smiling, taking pictures with the body behind them.
and then niggas eat lunch right afterwards. Like
Type
that's
shit.
nuts, bro. Like we gonna act like we didn't just see dude like our neighbor get decapitated. Nah.
Hey, bro, America still got that same problem though.
It was some shit like that in this movie called Infinity Pool. I don't know if y'all care if I spoil it or not, but like the nigga was like,
Spoiler
Go
alert.
ahead.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Like basically, he went to a foreign country, committed a crime, and it was like instead of you getting executed for this, like we could make a clone of you and have the clone executed. But a part of it is like you have to watch the clone get executed, and so like they sit in front of it. But then it came to a point.
How you know you're not the clone?
I don't
though?
have to pay my sins.
That's what he was.
How you know you're not the clone?
Yeah, he was with a group of niggas, and it was like we don't even know if we're ourselves anymore because we've done it so many times. It's just like
Feel me?
Wait, it happens over and over and over.
if you because a lot of the crimes in that country was punishable by execution.
But then once you watch your clone die, then it's
But
it.
that nigga's gonna try to
But
be
you
like,
don't know
no,
if you're the
he's
original
clone.
one because they transfer all your memories,
That nigga thinks
everything.
he's the real you.
But isn't he the real me if he's a clone, like the exact
That's
clone
what I'm
of me?
saying.
I think he's.
It's not that big of a
now
deal.
I got two
nigga.
real
was
niggas.
facts.
I don't know.
There's just two of me now. I'm literally me. All the same experiences, all the same physical
They
features.
know
feel
it's
you.
I'm cooling, bro.
But only one
I watched
you
that
living.
nigga die.
Niggas having an
Only
existential
one of
crisis.
you is living, bro.
Be like, either way, I'm up. Either way, I'm alive, nigga. I'm good.
But you want to keep living.
I'm dropping an album
I don't
after
know,
that
bro.
shit.
Honestly, bro, if there's another me right here, and then that nigga's like, yo, bro, no
if I
bullshit,
say
you're a
y'all picking
clone.
one of y'all, you'll
That
be like,
nigga-
nah, pick the other nigga.
I'll be like, yo, I'll start asking him questions that only I would know, and I'll be like, yeah, it could be me,
He
nigga.
gonna
I'll
answer
take
all
it
the
out.
questions.
I'll be like, all right, that nigga know the answers, bro. That nigga got it, bro. He gonna carry on my legacy well.
Hey, man, we different niggas.
I'm
You
good.
want to test
I want
his
to keep
pen?
living, bro. We
Type
different
shit.
niggas.
You gotta test his
No
pen, make
bullshit.
sure like he still
Be like,
got it. You feel
alright.
me?
Be like, we keep us alive long enough so that we can each drop a project.
But
Let me
what,
see.
what if both clones just were different variations of you?
See, I don't fuck with that.
See, like
Then I'm be
one
yo,
can write, like
kill
one
this
can
nigga.
write music very well. The other is not as empathetic.
Kill both of them niggas, man.
Mm.
If
That's
neither of them is
that's
all
like that Rick
me,
and Morty shit.
kill them niggas, man.
You would get it. It's like that Madden shit where it's like they'd have like you got to build the legend card, but
Right.
they give you like four
Yeah,
versions.
no bullshit.
One got
One
mad
99
speed,
right?
one got mad strength, but they can't do anything
No
else.
bullshit. And then you gotta get them all together.
You
Yeah, I
know-
want to see if this like that. I ain't going out.
Oh,
nigga.
they gotta go. But nah, with my week, bro, I just been watching really rich people make a lot of money, bro, and that shit is depressing.
Yeah.
Not
At work? You
literally.
talking about at work?
If anything, it's motivating, but like, damn, bro, it really put into perspective, like, even
ain't
the money
there yet,
I made,
type
ain't,
shit. I ain't
it
there
ain't
yet.
shit, nigga.
Bro, yeah, I feel that.
I had to do tax returns for a dude who's making, he is our biggest client, but a lot of these people making $400 to $1
They got
million.
you handling the biggest client?
I mean, I'm doing all types of things.
It's tax return season, man. They need all
feel,
hands
but
on
this
deck.
nigga just got into the game.
But even that, I'm like, I could be in, like, bro, you're just inputting numbers.
Facts.
It's not that. It's not rocket
Yeah,
science.
like,
You
he's
don't know
like,
what
you're
you're
like,
doing
you're
at work.
holding his most private data, and you're like, yeah, I can't leak this. It's like, it's important, but like,
It is.
the nigga probably got a couple different accounts,
Yo,
mad different shit
Means
going
made
on.
150 mil in a year. That
Where he
shit made
live?
me cry, bro.
You
I
ever-
know where he lives. I
You ever
can't
try
say
working
it. I can't. But
Listen,
just know, bro, the socials
with
is
you?
there.
You ever try to work a little sign into your pocket?
I shouldn't say that.
you a trusted nigga.
It's a job of integrity.
I feel
bro.
you, no
feel me?
bullshit.
But I do be looking up these niggas' houses. I'm not gonna lie.
Of course, yeah,
I
nah,
do be wanting
you
to
got
know
to.
where they like how they live, and even then, I'll check their occupation so I know like, do I need to
that
make a
job
career
type
jump?
shit.
No bullshit. It's a lot of niggas analyst jobs. It's like these data analysts, like financial business analysts, and I'm just like, y'all are making bank. And then I was asking ChatGPT, like, yo, how do I flip my accounting experience and my degree into this path? And that shit was giving me answers, bro. I'm plotting.
Yeah,
What town he
plotting
live
to
in?
make
I know
it
he
tough,
live in the
bro.
city. What town? What town does he live in?
What town does he? I can't say that.
You can't say the
It's-
town?
It's
not a good
tough
idea.
because like I feel like it's a similar thing. Like we've been doing this fundraiser over here, and it's just like it's tough, bro. Niggas is like on the day of, niggas is like the screen's up, so you see who's donating. There's a nigga in there like Michael S or some
And this
shit.
was like an auction?
Nah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like they're just giving money each because we have a goal to reach, so they're just giving funds. I see a nigga's name come up like 12 times, bro. Each time is like 1,500 every time. I'm like, nigga, what? Where you at?
How you got it? Like, nah, bro.
I'm trying to find a nigga like, yo, what's up? Let me get one of those.
No, every time I see that, bro, I really ask myself, like, I want to make a call and ask this person if they need any job. Like,
Type
y'all
shit.
got any job openings for me? Like, what am I doing here?
I'm like, you need someone to perform at your bar mitzvah, my nigga. Like, what's up?
I
Niggas
do
know you
it.
got
I
kids.
do it. I could edit. I could make some music for you. Whatever you
Type
need,
shit.
bro.
What you
feel
need,
me?
bro? What,
Nah, I mean, I feel like that's
what
me,
you want.
bro.
Make their kid my white. What?
My young white habits. I
Young
don't
white
want
habits,
shit.
no.
I'm like, yo, your son. I'm like, your son. Does he rap?
Does
I don't know.
he need a? Does he want
I
to?
don't think
Does he
it's much
want
of a
to?
stretch to hit niggas and be like, yo, like, be my mentor. Like,
Nah, because then they call my job and they be like, yo, why was this nigga calling my phone asking for a
nah.
job? Like, it'd be
No,
clips.
you
Nah, you
gotta
gotta
like plot your way.
You gotta
into
meet
it.
him.
You're
feel
saying
me?
you're saying if I do it,
Do your
just
research
be
on who he
prepared,
is and
be
you know what I mean?
prepared to
Yeah.
like not work at my job
Yeah, like
anymore.
find out
shit.
what coffee shop you go to.
Type
You know what I
shit.
mean?
You gotta
It's
meet
like,
him.
act like you just suddenly ran into him. It's like, oh, dope conversation. It's like, yo, bro.
That nigga
like,
probably don't even
Oh,
go
I
to
didn't
a
even know
coffee
you
shop.
lived
under your
here.
wing, you know
I was
what I
just
mean?
spinning the
Like-
block.
I'm like, hey, you look familiar. Do you know? And then name someone that he's like associated with, and be like, yeah, actually, I do a lot of business. Well, I just finished like a tax return
Feel
for them.
me?
I work for da. Be like, okay, nice. Be like, yeah, man. And then you just now you're in. That nigga probably don't go to a coffee shop, bro.
bro.
He fucking.
I'm sure when
nerd-ass
you
nigga
make
go
that
to the
much
Genius
money, bro.
bar.
But the thing is, he donates over half of that money, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
They donate half of that shit.
Niggas just
that's
giving
because
money
he probably
away.
lose more if he didn't.
Yeah, no,
mean, yeah.
obviously it's because it's tax deductible, but like still, bro, it's
Nigga, you don't need that much money,
It's
bro.
still amazing. Like 60 million
That's
in
great.
a year, bro.
That's
Donated.
great
That's
money.
amazing. Donate my way.
I mean,
Don't,
I
bad
don't
for the
understand. What are you
community.
donating it towards,
Where
my nigga?
our donations are open.
A lot of them niggas
Are
be
they?
laundering money.
Do we
bro.
got a cash app?
I was gonna say, do we? Are the donations open?
Yo, we should make a running list. Yo, if you want to donate, let us know, bro.
Speaking of money, you just made me think about fucking Snowfall, bro. I have not been watching that shit.
Yeah, I haven't
Neither.
watched
I
the
haven't
last
been on top of
episode.
that.
I haven't watched the most recent one.
Speaking of money, for real though, it made me. I've been like looking around for spots. I just want to know what the housing market is like. You feel me? Just to like
Bad.
understand what my goal, like what my goal I gotta reach to be able to get to, to own my own property.
Yeah.
Yo, Massachusetts got some of the shittiest deals in the world,
Easily.
bro. Yo, I'm talking like unfinished houses look crazy, like people haven't lived in them in years. 800,000. It's like what? You go to Houston, you
In Massachusetts.
I checked in
you
Massachusetts.
put Boston on the sheet.
Oh, Boston's even worse.
Boston's worse for the prices.
For the
Not-
price. No,
not
they look
for-
nice.
They look nice.
Nice
though.
as
No
hell.
bullshit. I
No,
don't look it up.
but
like,
even
it's
then, it'd be
right.
like 1,500 square feet, one bedroom, one bathroom,
Type shit.
2 million. Like niggas be forcing it. I'm throwing
Yeah,
numbers
shit's
out there
bad.
out my ass.
No, that's
'cause
not too far off.
If I go to Houston, if I put my search results
Bro,
for
this shit's crazy. I'm
Atlanta,
hip.
Florida, I'm talking about mansion looking place. New construction, just
250,000.
built 200, 300,000.
I'm hip, bro.
It's nuts.
I'm
And
hip.
Yeah, till a tornado hit that shit,
Type
nigga,
shit.
or it rained.
Because the insurance do be higher, right? In a lot of those areas.
Sure.
And what sucks also is that like the quality of living is worse. Like,
It is.
like you'll get more like sunlight.
Because even
You see, them niggas got 2 inches of snow, bro. And them niggas was devastated, bro.
The electricity was out for a week.
But when you saving all that kind of
Niggas
money,
isn't
bro,
prepared.
when you saving all that money, bro,
I'm
you
in.
readjust.
that is true.
You gotta save it. No
You
bullshit.
gotta work from Massachusetts, but living in
That's what I'm
Houston.
saying.
Yeah,
Like
you
the
save your
niggas
Get
money, you
employed
save your
here,
money, yeah.
get a remote job in Mass.
Right.
They kind of are catching up to that. Some people
Yeah,
are
it's
switching
bad.
up.
They
Like
just
the
fired the
IPs
nigga
and
from the
different shit.
MBTA's like lead of like transit construction or
Niggas
whatever.
always in Hawaii.
Yeah, they
I
just
seen that
fired
shit.
that
I
nigga.
seen
They was
that
like,
shit.
get the
But
fuck
was
out of
he
here.
doing
That's
his
just because he was
job,
doing a
though?
bad job.
Okay, that's
He was
different.
doing a bad
He
job.
was doing a bad job, but he was doing his job. It's the MBTA though. He could be doing better.
Nigga, if that
Get
shit was,
that nigga out
if that
of
shit
here.
was running how it's supposed to and everything straight, niggas would not even know.
Probably not.
During the pandemic, he was up.
Nobody was using
Right,
it.
he was like-
He was like, you're light. I'm about to
Totally.
go to Hawaii. Yeah.
Type
But
shit.
nah, it's ridiculous. But what you said is true because all those states, like I said, like Texas, Florida, Georgia, the most common thing, I don't know about Georgia, but Florida and Texas for sure, they don't have state tax. So
Yeah.
their public transportation, non-existent. Healthcare, chips. Education system, chips. And that's why it's like that's the price you pay living in Massachusetts. Like outside of the
like that in
shitty
Tennessee
weather,
too,
it is
right?
a great place to like raise a family type shit. You know, even you, depending on your politics, my politics align more with Massachusetts than it will in Texas and Florida. But nah, when I see shit like that, bro, it's just like
Shit hurts my spirit, bro.
it do.
It makes you think.
It made me think
makes
I want to
you
go to
think,
Houston,
like,
It
nigga.
makes me sad, bro, because I'm just like,
could live
damn,
there
I
for a
really
little
gotta
bit.
like, I'm like, because it's like you move through life in this way where you feel like you're getting closer to your goals, and you like you are, but then you take like you got to look at like the bigger picture, the perspective. You're like, I'm not there yet.
Humbles you.
Like,
Humbles
I
you
got
so
some
quick.
work to do.
So
Then
many
you start
levels
looking
to
at
this
everybody
shit.
around you. You start looking at your boss different. You be like,
Levels, man.
fuck, nigga, give me a raise. You know what I mean? Let me get like a couple more.
Yeah. Yeah. And,
Might
and
need
the
a whole
thing
new
is,
job, nigga.
if it wasn't for the fact that like niggas is building something in Boston, like building something within the community, it wouldn't be that hard.
Right.
I could really pick up and be like, yo, I'm actually gonna go out of my way to find a job, remote, and then move to Florida. Like this, why else? You feel me? Like why else be over here? But it's because of the community and everything that we building. So it's just like, my question to y'all is, could y'all see yourselves leaving? To live, not just because like it's an opportunity in these markets or whatever, but on some like
This nigga, Ease,
practical
look at this
shit.
nigga face. Nigga
I mean,
said,
Nah, I would say-
we already
nigga
know what
said, you
he's
know what
at.
I'm doing, nigga.
Bro, I mean, we've had conversations about this a couple summers ago, even like, nigga, if I have the opportunity to, I'll leave the country. You feel me? Like, why
girl's
not
on that
live
type
and
of
just see
shit.
different shit? You feel
We're
me?
not talking
I
about
would
leaving.
do
We're not
that.
talking about leaving the country.
You feel
I
me?
can't
Like,
do that.
I'm talking about that.
My girl,
We're talking
my
about
girl's
leaving the
capable
state,
of
though.
doing that,
Moving-
but
I'm
somewhere
been
else,
past that point.
somewhere
You
else
feel
in the
me?
U.S.
Yeah,
I want
I'll
to know
do
from
it.
Tomo.
I do it.
Someone else, somewhere else in the U.S.
I'm on 617, baby, man.
Yeah, I love it out here, bro. I don't know. I don't think so. I'll live in Trinidad, but she said not out
Right,
the country.
not out the country. Because I said the same thing. I would want to live maybe in like London. I would want to live in Trinidad. I would want to live like somewhere, maybe like the Bahamas. But I would never want to live like somewhere else. I feel like I just don't want to permanently stay somewhere else in the U.S. Like not for more than like a year, a couple years.
Outside of the U.S.
I mean, outside of
of
Massachusetts,
the-
my
okay.
fault. Like outside of Massachusetts
Outside
for a couple of
Massachusetts.
years. I couldn't do it, bro. Like even just being able to, like something as simple as just experiencing like all 4 seasons to me is like important.
Maybe
I
like
was
New
just saying that
Hampshire
the
or
other
some
day.
shit.
No.
They got nice hiking trails and shit.
Yeah, maybe like Vermont. Vermont could be valid.
yeah, no bullshit.
Maybe
Yo,
not New Hampshire though.
Dion, do me a favor,
Why? 'Cause
bro.
live free or die shit.
Go to Zillow.
Shit, nigga.
Go to Zillow, and we
Smooth,
gotta
no
compare these
insurance,
cribs,
nigga.
bro.
I
This
be out
shit is
there
crazy.
lit.
Nigga said
Nah,
no
bro,
insurance.
I definitely be doing the same shit at work though.
Yeah.
I be at my desk. I'm just like, you know,
I'm trying to
Houston's
figure
not
out,
that
like, you
bad, man. Like,
Bro, go to, I don't even
30,000.
know. I mean, don't even do Boston, bro. You don't even got a chance. You could do Brockton, bro, and you still be mind blown of how
put
expensive the
time,
cribs is.
put time.
Yeah, do time. A lot of people are
Because
moving
time's
to
in the up
time.
and coming. You know what I mean?
Look
Go
at
to the
Randolph,
commuter
no
rail over
bullshit.
there.
Randolph got some of the lowest prices houses out here right now. No bullshit.
Would you be willing to relocate if they asked you to?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, nigga. I'm like, hey, you open some shit down south, bro?
Yeah.
Call me,
You
nigga.
did say that she was gonna move to like New York or Chicago or some
Philly.
shit. Oh,
Not
Philly.
Chicago, Philly.
Why Philly?
Because the art scene in Philly is like similar to Boston's scene, and it's also in the Northeast. And also Philly I feel like Philly is one of those places that you can't beat it when it comes to the culture of like black culture in the city. It's similar to how I'm from Roxbury.
I did
so
not like Philly when I
I
went
think
up
about to
there,
be
man.
out there with Meek Mill.
Using the wrong
I
part.
know what you're gonna say.
Using the wrong part.
It's just not clean, bro.
I'm not worried about that. New York's not clean either. But
I don't know why you guys want to live in non-clean
Let me tell
places,
you
bro. I
this, bro.
can't do that.
Like New York is dirty, but like Baltimore is dirty.
I ain't never been to Baltimore.
Baltimore,
I ain't
have
never
you
been
ever,
to
nigga, you ever walked on the roof here?
Yeah.
You seen the bottom of your shoes afterwards? It's all sooty. That's how it is just walking in Baltimore in general. Baltimore's dirty as fuck. But
the same thing that you just said about Philly, about like that black culture.
Yeah.
My boy actually just took like a weekend trip to DC. He said DC was
DC is
amazing.
bussin', yeah.
He said, yo,
DC's another place.
he never thought like that, like how strong the black community's out there. He said he went dolo, bro, and he just caught up with like friends that was over there going to museums, and then there was like brunches and they just mad shit to do. You just walk around, just be mixy with a whole bunch of people, and it's just good vibes out there.
I heard Juneteenth is lit over there.
it's bussin'.
Do we gotta go to DC for Juneteenth?
We should. I think we should go to DC regardless because DC is one of the best places in the country for black culture. It's like a black cultural epicenter. Same thing with like certain places in Chicago. Same thing with like some places in New York. But New York is like, New York City is tough right
New York
now.
is just a cesspool. It's just everyone's over there.
Nigga said it's a cesspool. It's a melting pot. Nigga said a cesspool, nigga.
He's about to move there.
No bullshit. You moving to a cesspool. Okay.
Hey man,
I fuck with New York. I think like the biggest thing right now is like I would want to move to a place that has like that strong black culture where it's still in like the Northeast, so I can experience a lot of stuff that I experience here that has like a similar, like it wouldn't be too much of a like transition if I moved there. So as far as the way that my lifestyle is now, Philly's a good space.
Yeah,
But
I only
DC's
ever been
another
there
one.
once for real. Have
For
you
the
been
field
there?
trip.
Yeah. Have you been there after that?
Nah. I've been there one time afterwards, but they ain't take us to no niggery spots, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
wait, y'all niggas got trips planned out for the year? You trying to go to a place you trying to visit and see?
I know I'm going back to New York Fashion Week. That's about it for real.
So I think niggas is planning a trip to go to Houston. That's gonna be
Houston.
cool. Yeah.
You said niggas, but it's none of us.
No,
Right.
None of us. His other friends.
Other niggas.
Nah, my niggas is wild.
Whoa.
I just came to a realization, bro. You was having niggas at Amherst call you Oliver.
Call me Olivier thing. It depends who.
No, he made the rebrand in college. Ollie is crazy.
A lot of
Ollie is
a
gross.
lot of women that I didn't know at Amherst would call me Ollie.
You was going by Ollie, my nigga.
I didn't condone it. I wasn't with
Yo,
it.
you ever smoke
But
a
they would say
hookah?
it.
You ever smoke some hookah because the ladies was there?
Nah. Only time I smoked hookah was in DR. And one time
I just need to know what
out
type
here-
of dude he is. You feel me?
Nigga
Let him
went by
call
Ollie.
Ollie.
Bro, come
What
on
type
now.
of? Hey man, you
Come on
shocked me
now.
last night, bro.
What happened last night?
wow.
Boys,
Nigga, that's a
Aaliyah.
good song, bro.
Like, this nigga was bumping, nigga. He
That's
knew
a
the
good
words.
song.
My da-da-da.
For sure.
I'm glad that I walked out during
This
that
girl
part.
looked at him like, you know the words.
Yes.
I was leaving
Yes, I
right
do.
as that was playing, so I'm glad
Yes,
that
I
I
do.
didn't get to see that, bro. I would have broke my heart, bro.
Where'd that come from?
Oh, this nigga Steven.
Steven.
Yeah, I was with Steven yesterday. He was chopping
Steven
it
said
up.
Ollie?
No, Steven was saying that he knew some people from Amherst that was calling you Ollie. And I was like, man, that's crazy.
Man of many names. Ollie's.
I'm confused by that.
Ollie is gross for you. For other people, I can understand. Because like,
I'm hip, bro. I feel the
your
same
name-
way. I feel the same way.
Because I was saying,
Why
I
you
would
tell them?
always be like, I don't fuck with that.
we was talking
Okay.
about
They
gonna
like
do it
people that
regardless.
was
They thought
like,
it was cute.
when
Soon as
they're
he turned his
growing up,
back, Ollie.
just not correcting people on their names. And then as they get older, just growing into their name and be like, nah, call me my actual name type shit.
Facts.
was one of- 'cause-
Like, cause you
When,
gotta think
when
about it,
them
right?
niggas first introduced you to me, you was Oliver.
That is a fact.
and you let it
And he
slide.
was
Malari and Berto.
Yo, Malari's literally like that. Y'all
He
was
probably
best
will
friends
still
in
call
middle
you
school,
Oliver.
and he
Malari definitely
introduced
still calls me Oliver.
everybody.
Why
as
don't you tell
Oliver.
that nigga, bro?
And he's Haitian.
That's not your name, bro.
That is
Bro,
his name.
Stand
I
on your
should
name. I just asked you earlier, would you ever change your name? You said no.
No.
Like immediately,
That's
no
a
hesitate, no.
fact.
And then when niggas call you out your name, like they calling you something different and you're just letting it
You
slide.
wouldn't get it, bro. You
Why? Because my name Nate.
I mean, you feel me?
Nah, because niggas
Who's
will
gonna
call me.
fuck that up?
Because niggas will call me Nathan.
Nate, like
niggas will call me like when
Nah, I've heard some shit like that before. I forgot who it was,
Nate.
but
I
it was
mean,
like not
Nate type shit. Niggas will,
That's
and I'll be like,
disgusting.
nah, that's not how you say it, bro.
Feel
Like,
me?
that's
It's
not how you
only
say my
because he's
name.
black they will say some shit like that.
You feel me?
Hey,
So I'll be like,
man.
that's not my name, bro.
Let's get into it. We got a whole bunch of topics that we got to get through. We might not get through everything, but I want to know where y'all want to start it off with. Do we want to talk about the chamber from last night? Leave that for later. We want to talk about the news that's been going on out there.
I feel like
Niggas don't care about what happened in Nashville. Like, do we just
Oh,
not
the
care
school
about like
shooting.
school shootings and mass murders no more to the point that's just like we don't even acknowledge it?
I didn't
see a lot of coverage
I
on
think
that.
it's tough. I think it's tough to acknowledge something like that because a lot of the things that we're seeing about it are propaganda. It's
In
tough,
what
bro.
sense?
What do you mean?
It's just tough, bro. Like,
Can I ask a
think-
question? Because I genuinely don't know. What did the school? What did the shooter look like?
I think it was a woman this time, a white woman. I believe.
Was it a white woman?
I believe.
I don't think so, bro.
I
was
was
a
listening
woman.
to the news the other day, and it was saying that it's becoming a lot more prominent, and it's being nerve wracking for the students. And then the one woman, since it's like a Massachusetts news station, she was saying that like the way she'll comfort her children or just whatever is just like it probably won't happen out here because the gun laws out here. And the lady was like, "You can't say that because then when it happened, then they not gonna believe nothing else that you ever say again." Type shit.
Oh, this
I
was a
was
white
like-
woman. That's crazy. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What's wrong with people, bro?
Because usually, like, it's a man. It's usually like a young
Yeah.
kid,
Mostly
like a
white
teenager
people.
or whatever. But I think people are surprised. It's like, oh, a woman did this. And
It's a
like,
trans
what the
woman.
fuck?
Is what I'm trying to say. Just to be clear.
That's why they were saying that.
Is
That's
that
what
a
you
lot of
want
the stuff?
propaganda.
Is that a
Okay.
lot of the stuff that you're seeing that you'll hear from like media outlets is not gonna be like unbiased?
Like,
Yeah.
Are they like focusing on the trans point to
saying that
try
this
to
is
like
like-
use that
they're
as
saying that it's a hate
to push in
crime.
an agenda?
Type shit. They're saying it's a hate crime. They
That's
killed a bunch of
bad,
non-trans
bro.
students.
That's
crazy.
really bad.
And it's just like, you
That's
know
a
what I
bad,
mean?
yeah.
Like
It's just a bad act.
what they're doing is what they've done is fucked. You feel me? This person, pits of hell, easily.
for sure.
Easily. But like this is not because they're trans that they're doing this. Trans people like are not just out here just killing people
Nah, that's
randomly.
really
Probably is
You feel me?
because they're
That's
white though.
bad,
But
bro.
bullshit. See now that's something that we can focus on. You feel
They'll
me?
never focus on that.
Bro, nah, these
Ever.
niggas, they're really about to like run with this though.
They
Yeah.
already have.
They're gonna push it.
This is
They're gonna be
crazy.
like, yo, this person's mind was scrambling.
Nah, 'cause even like the
all
shit, like,
types of things, bro.
The drag shows and all that shit, they're gonna be on that shit heavy now. Like, this is exactly why we're doing what we're doing. And that part of the country is already like, yeah,
Whole
we're
time,
forward.
like you're not gonna focus
this
on
shit
the
done
gun
ASAP.
that was used. You're not gonna focus on the access to weaponry, like the shit that's been the problem. Niggas be like, if you are against these specific types of guns, you are an enemy of the Second Amendment. Be like, all right.
But niggas is
What's wrong
on
with
some
that?
shit now though too. On the news station I was listening to too, a lot of niggas is having ghost rifles and shit like they're 3D printing shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
one nigga
yeah.
they caught with some shit in a domestic abuse case, and it was like there was no way they could trace that gun to. So the niggas is having guns that niggas is not even knowing.
Yeah.
No bullshit.
yeah,
Unmarked.
nah.
Literally unmarked.
The
It's
future's scary,
manufactured.
bro. Like
Yeah.
technology, I think
What publication is this?
you're po-
You already know that.
Because like, why they even say like the transgender
everything
Nashville?
we
Come
know
on,
about
man.
transgender.
You know how
even
New
have to
York
do that.
Post get down, bro.
That's nasty. That's a nasty ass
Pure
headline.
bigotry, man.
But I'm worried. Did y'all see how like I think Elon Musk was a part of like a bigger group of just like tech executives that said like, let's put a pause on this whole like AI thing
shit,
for the
yeah.
next couple of months. I think it was 6 months, so that we could catch up to like the evolution. Like we haven't seen this much evolution in such a short amount of time, and I just bro, we're not caught up.
Let's all watch The Matrix again. I feel like The Matrix should be required, mandatory watching for all students, for all people.
Why? What's the bigger point?
Because that's essentially about like machines and like technology and how like what it can look like for humanity in like an attempt to like create a better
Yeah.
world for ourselves, or instead like tearing it apart for ourselves through the means of technology, and the machines become sentient and all this
Because
other
niggas
stuff.
is sick, bro.
Right.
Like there's one person who was like, yo, let's create robots so that, you know, instead of people going into the bottom of the ocean or whatever the case is, we'll have a robot do it instead. And then there's a sicko who's like, let's get a robot to have sex with. Like, and it's just like, it's just two different.
How did you get there?
The spectrum is crazy.
Yeah, bro.
You know, so I'm worried about it. But going back to the whole point with the Twitter shit, how y'all feel about Elon Musk once again ruining Twitter by he's basically saying if you're not verified, you're not paying the however many bills, $8 to $10 a month, then you won't even show up on people's For You page.
Right.
So, and we all understand, we all have an understanding that if someone doesn't follow you, there'd be no other way for your content to show up on their page.
Well,
Unless maybe it's retweeted, I guess.
no. The For You page is different.
The For You is like, you might see people who you don't even follow.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't
The For
use
You
that.
page, For You page is like is on the second screen of Twitter.
Yeah.
Like when you go to search, that For You is like the first section, and at the top there's like a bunch of bars. So it's not that impactful. Like,
It's the
Nah,
first.
That's not true.
nah, bro.
They have it so that there's like the people you're following, and then there's like a For
technically
You.
it's the first.
See, I'm thinking that they mean this For You
Nah, they
page.
talking about this
No,
shit.
they're not talking about that at all.
Technically it's the first, and then you
Hey,
go to the
that's
right
bad.
and you see the people you follow.
Oh, that's bad.
So
that
it's
makes more
like,
sense
No,
now.
you have to
no.
pay to be discoverable.
I'm talking about in the search, in the search page.
Yeah, but that's not the one we're talking about. We're talking about
Like,
that
you see
home
how-
This
page.
shit's not updated, so you want to know.
Because that's
looks
what I'm
like
saying.
that.
Because the search page, it says For You still, but like that's what I thought they were talking about when I
Nah,
heard
they're
it.
talking about like the
I mean, what's the
initial.
chance
even
that
worse.
any of us was gonna get on the For You page? That doesn't really make
I be
sense.
seeing my niggas on there sometimes.
There's no way. Like,
Hey, Rami be on there.
Rami's a special case. Rami at this point is almost like
you
a
know what's so
national
fucked
internet
up?
treasure.
There was a tab on for mine thing that said Boston music. It doesn't. It's not there
It does-
anymore.
yeah, it
I feel
does
like
that
there's not as
sometimes.
much
It
like
does that
consistency on that.
But
It
just
was there one
imagine
time.
that.
For a time.
And imagine then if like all the other social media apps start like following Elon's lead, and it's like,
already
oh, you
has.
want
Yeah.
you want to
I
be
was about to say
discoverable?
about-
Oh, you better
about
pay
Meta.
for that
Yeah.
shit. It's like
Meta's doing that right now with Instagram.
A couple niggas got that check now on Instagram.
that's disgusting.
Yeah.
They're gonna start rolling out in the next couple months.
And the thing is, I'm not ever gonna do it for myself. But then it makes me think like, are we gonna be forced to do it as a bad for the community page? Because then otherwise, how do we make our shit more discoverable? Like we gotta play the game. You know what I mean? Like on an individual
You on your own
basis,
with that.
I don't give a
If you
fuck.
get the blue check on the page, I'm not doing the podcast no more.
What?
No one wants to do that, bro. But
You're a real nigga.
if it was to be that case where the videos that we post that we put hours in
Bro.
every week,
Just start looking for its replacement.
Boycott the
No
app.
bullshit, bro. We gonna have to do that shit, bro.
you know,
Just start looking for the
it's just gonna be a part of the
bro.
budget,
You
bro.
already
see
kind
something
of
real
nudged it
quick.
with
I wanna
hiding
see.
the likes, bro.
Not-
Yeah,
I'm not
no
gonna
bullshit.
lie,
Nigga did
bro.
hide the
I
likes.
unhide the
Nigga
likes
did hide the
afterwards.
likes. He do unhide them, but you do
I
be
unhide
hiding the
it.
likes.
But like
Then what's
I
the
let
point?
it, I let it rock.
Then what's the point?
I let it rock. Don't be
So what
focused.
if it don't
Why you
get-
focus on the likes? Why you care about the likes? Like the content.
Nigga,
Like,
because it's in the app. It's been integrated
if you
in
fuck
the app
with the
since it
content, you
started.
fuck with the content.
Exactly.
How many likes it has shouldn't deter you.
So why hide it?
Because until it gets to where it need to be.
What is the
What's that
what's the
mean,
bench?
bro? That just counter.
What does
That
that
goes
mean?
against everything you
Because
just
shit.
said.
What
It's
do
you mean by where it needs to
sociological
be?
too, because there's niggas like you who'll say it's not validated until it got a certain amount of
No,
likes.
I'm saying it's not validated if you have to hide the likes. Because why are you bashful about some shit that don't matter?
bashful.
I don't give a fuck.
Why
I don't
is it
give a-
that deep,
Bro,
nigga?
I'm gonna post
Why
my
do you
shit. I don't
care?
give a fuck if that shit got 2 likes. I'm keeping that shit up. You know why? Because I chose to post it. You feel me? And it be like that.
That's
you know what I'm
real.
saying?
I think there's a
There's nothing real about that. Don't say
Nah,
that.
that's valid, bro.
Niggas be hiding likes,
It's
bro.
real.
Bro,
It's
do you
real,
go
but
on
like-
the app to see how many likes something are, or you go on the app to
I
just
think-
absorb content?
I go on. So
I
the
go on-
like. Go ahead.
I'm about to say I go on it to see the content.
So why do you care?
So why does it matter whether or not you hide the likes? Is what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is that
Why
for
hide the
me,
likes?
when I'm going through a page and I see like inorganic growth, I think that's significant because if someone's hiding their likes and they have like 10,000 followers, it's like. But then you also see they have like 6 comments. It's like, my nigga, like you have.
You
fake
don't need to
followers.
see the like number to also know if people are interacting with it, because you could also click into it and then scroll through, and you could
Not even. It don't even
estimate-
show you all of them.
You can also disable comments. Then what? Then now they can just faking all the funk.
Hey
all the
man,
funk, man.
You seen
I don't think it's
LeBron's?
that
You seen
deep.
LeBron's response to it?
He said, I ain't
He
even
said,
paying
I'm
the
not- he's
$5
like, I'm
bills,
not doing
nigga.
that
I'm
shit.
a billionaire. I'm still
He's
not
like,
paying.
niggas not
I
gonna
hope
see me.
all the celebrities
Cheap
group
bastard.
up like that. Nah. I
Nah,
really,
he's real for that.
I really hope they all come together and say, oh, this is some bullshit. Like, we got to set a standard too. Because at the end of the day, you're destroying the platform that we built.
Tight.
If it's not our content, nobody would be on your app. It's not like Twitter.
bro. The only reason
Twitter
why
creates
Twitter-
content.
The only reason why Twitter is lit is because of celebrities. Like that's a fact.
Well, no, the black community.
No, bro. Like literally, the reason why Twitter even exists is because you can interact with your favorite people and like the quote unquote like the most thought provoking people, the thought leaders, all the shit. It's like people that are just like you look up to or celebrities. Being able to interact with them, that's how the platform
For sure.
existed.
Yeah,
and that's
initially.
what grew it to the point where it's
Yeah.
at right now. You feel me?
But I'm talking the meme culture, just like all the like inside jokes, like yo,
But if
you
it was
just had to
just
be there
memes,
to
that
be.
shit would just be Facebook or it would just be Instagram. You feel me? Like it's just shit. But the reason why Twitter specifically was like so like significant was because of the celebrities. Like it's literally off of their back, off of someone like LeBron, off of someone like Kim Kardashian. Who else was like big at the time? Rihanna,
about to say,
like
yeah,
like
Rihanna.
those 3, and they're like, we ain't doing this shit. You be like, hold on now, you might need to rethink. I'm not gonna lie.
So
Don't let LeBron go all by himself like that.
So
Chill
I don't
with
know.
the nigga,
I think
man.
this is an opportunity for that next app. I didn't think it would come. I thought that they had cemented themselves, like an Instagram or Twitter had cemented themselves so well that it's like there's really no app that can catch up. I would never have thought like something that happened to MySpace would happen again with these apps because of how much they dominate the market. At this point, I feel like they can fuck themselves over so bad that I think there's room for another app to come through and literally could do.
That's a cycle
It
of
could
life.
be old Instagram and old Twitter, and I feel like we fuck with this more than whatever Instagram and Twitter has
Better
become.
get on the AI. Be like, yo,
then it's
write me the API for fucking
for
I
$1
feel like
billion
2000 for
worth.
What was the,
2012 Twitter.
I feel like this thing's coming up right now. It's just
Fuck with
we're
that shit.
old.
Follow
bro.
for follow.
What was the red app? Parlor or some shit?
The Red
I think
app.
Oh, that's
niggas
like
was on
that.
that.
That's like the Trumpy shit though.
No, Trump's
Trump
shit
was
is
on it because
true.
he got banned from one of the apps or some shit.
Trump has truth.
Yeah, he has his own.
I think that was the one that Ye was
yeah.
co-signing.
Oh, with
He was on there when
Candace
he got
Owens'
banned.
Candace
husband.
Owens. I was about to say
Yeah.
Candace Parker. My fault.
Candace Parker. Don't
Candace
do
Parker.
it.
I'm here.
She
Candace Owens.
got no business being tied to that person's
No
name.
bullshit.
But nah, an app that I seen was pretty cool, but I just don't know anybody uses it. It's called Be Real.
That's what I was about to bring up.
Don't say that.
for
bro.
real?
That's what I was about to say.
Let me tell you
Niggas use
something.
that shit.
Yo,
I
you
think
wanna
we're
know
getting to a
something?
point.
Hold
I think
on,
we're getting to a point
hold
that
on,
niggas
bro.
are getting old, bro. We just
Now that
don't know.
niggas have said that, bro, I'm gonna just go ahead right now, bro, and mention one of my coworkers. This nigga literally busts out catchphrase. Got the Apple Watch on. It's time to be real. Every day, at miscellaneous times throughout the day.
How old is this person?
23.
Damn.
And they're gonna
Never
tell
mind.
you
I'm just not
it's
hip.
time to be real every time.
I know Dion on it.
Got the whole.
Wait, how is their experience compared to other social media apps?
Oh, it's lit. I mean, it's cool just being able to like see that you're doing something at the same time as everyone else and engaging, and then like also seeing where people are at. You know what I mean?
I
That's
like
really
the
dope.
concept of it where it's like it's literally asking you to be authentic. You feel me? It's not like Instagram where you can curate like when I want to show people I'm on vacation or some
Facts.
shit. It's like, no, today I'm at my desk job and I'm not doing anything interesting. You feel me?
I don't know. It
Type
just
shit,
doesn't
what you
seem
up
that
to?
appealing to me.
But-
it doesn't seem like there's a lot of engagement.
Yeah, I'm not engaged.
Like you just
I'm not
take
with
the
it.
picture and it's
I
like.
think it's
That's cool.
It's like a secondary social media app. You feel me? Like
But at that point, you just got a problem.
Snapchat's a
You're just looking to
secondary
find things to
social
keep
media
scrolling
app.
on.
It's not the primary shit.
You
That
just
at
At
too
a
cool
certain
for
point,
that.
Snapchat was primary, bro.
one point, no, but it was
Nigga,
more
I
like
was
a
making
message
bread off Snapchat, nigga.
because he was doing pyramid schemes.
Snapchat, I think, is primary for a lot of people who are like younger or a lot of people who are engaged in like sports for
So
some
like
reason.
a way that if you
Like
want to
high school
communicate without
stuff.
giving out your number too, I feel like Snapchat
Yeah.
was a good way for that.
It was.
This nigga
I'm
Eves is too
surprised.
cool to be real.
I just thought about some shit.
What's up?
I'm surprised WhatsApp hasn't tried to incorporate like a Twitter-like algorithm or like
No
system.
need.
Yo, WhatsApp is already having
saw
motion.
WhatsApp-
WhatsApp, 'cause WhatsApp is like the whole
WhatsApp
like.
is owned by Meta. No need.
Oh, that, yeah.
Like, oh, they're like, we got. We already
That's
do this.
true.
Yeah, we got
This man Mark, bro, you gotta get rid of this nigga, dude. I don't like him,
type shit.
Don't we got laws against
Yeah, you trying to
monopoly,
get rid of my boy?
bro. They have not been enforcing him at all. It's crazy.
He on trial.
Now, speaking of somebody else who's
MAUs. What is
in the
MAUs?
trial of public opinion,
I
you
don't
got a
know.
Jonathan Majors, right? And at
thought
first,
you were talking about Trump.
at first the story was not
The
that. Oh, him
anti-Saweetie.
too. No bullshit. At first, the story was not that interesting because it was
you.
all allegations, and I'm the person like I'm falling back. I don't know. It's he say, she say. But then those texts dropped.
Yeah, that's bad.
If anybody who don't know, Jonathan Majors, he was in the Creed film. He's like, this is his. No,
that
He was in
nigga.
the Creed film.
I would have said the Marvel shit.
I was. What's his name? Kane.
I was
Lovecraft
about to say Lovecraft.
Country.
I ain't never watched that shit.
Wait, what's his character's name in Ant-Man? Kane
the Conqueror.
Kang, exactly. And he's supposed to set up to be like the Thanos of this saga. So like there's a huge investment in his career right now. And he's like, this is his breakthrough year.
Yeah.
And for him to get hit with some
Again.
in a situation where I guess
Hit.
they're out at dinner.
To get hit with. Nigga, he did it.
I was about to say he.
I'm
did.
sure
I
he
told
hit
him,
himself with it. He did the hit. Oh man, that's
And
bad.
got hit back. Now I'm playing. But they're at dinner,
That's
I
bad,
guess,
bro.
and his
didn't
girl
expect that
sees
from
he's
you.
on it. I don't know. His
He
girl
said it.
grabs his phone for some reason, whether it's because he's doing some suspicious shit. Who knows? Maybe he,
She
you know,
grabs his phone.
he has a great ear. He's like, yo, I got a whole lot of biddies in the
Whatever.
on the
He grabs
phone, whatever the
She
case
grabs
is.
the phone.
And he just, I don't know, bro. This road rage, man. That
The
nigga,
roid. Bro,
that nigga was practicing
this
for
nigga's-
Creed 3. He still had that shit in
Nah,
his
bro,
system,
like, 'cause
nigga.
the thing is, he's an actor.
So that
He
means
can
that
be
there
off
was
the road.
eyewitnesses and shit.
I don't know about that.
I don't know if they're
But
eyewitnesses.
police got called.
But if
There
you
was
said they were in a
accusations
restaurant,
of strangulation.
you said they were in a restaurant.
Actually, I don't know. I'm talking
They
about.
might have been in a car. I
Don't
think.
quote me.
Oh.
Don't quote me.
But
They was out
Yeah.
somewhere, and then the police had to come. And in those cases of domestic violence, the police have no choice but to arrest you for like the safety of the victim.
Right.
I'm
feel
confused
me?
why his lawyer released that
And the
text.
lawyer thought it
I
was.
thought that's just from like the prosecution team.
because they think that that's a good
It's
look.
like-
Because you also have to think this way, right? It's a domestic abuse, right?
Yeah.
Those are the cases that are oftentimes a lot harder to try someone for, and like than other cases.
One of the
surprisingly
hardest.
enough, right? It's super difficult because a lot of it is just like testimony, and most of the time, whoever is the victim of the abuse or the survivor of the abuse,
They gotta be on
not
board
gonna,
with it.
right? And
It's
they're
denied.
usually
It's
and they're usually
difficult,
not
yeah.
going to because there's stakes attached to it, right?
sure.
It's like this is your partner, this is someone that you're attached to, whatever. And also there's like the psychological part of it where like you've been manipulated in some ways, and you aren't trying to let go of Stockholm syndrome in that way.
So
It's tough.
originally, right? The moment the story drops, lawyers saying his team is saying, yo, there's no proof in this. She's already recanted her statement, blah, blah, blah. Like,
And let me just say
What's up?
that before that, like in any incident of like domestic abuse, right? The first thing that you should like, if your thought is like they're innocent, relax. I'm like, you could be like they did the shit, or you could be like, let me wait and see. But to say the nigga innocent when when the niggas just got arrested for some shit, bro, we not doing that free nigga shit no more, bro. It's free niggas when the niggas is innocent, bro. It's not just free niggas in general,
To
bro.
Berto's point,
we can't be doing this no more,
to Berto's
bro.
point that he's brought up way back in the past, that at times I thought was a little
That
a bit of an issue.
The fence riding shit, right?
When it's him, it's like, oh, we don't know if he did anything. Like, y'all can't be saying this. But when it's Tory Lanez, it's like, yo, he's guilty immediately. And not to say, no, but listen.
well, wasn't it a white woman? That might be the reason.
I don't know about that. All I'm saying is,
That was
why
part
are
of
we
the
giving
cases that I
him?
was
Why are we
seeing.
giving him grace? It's like, no, like if someone's coming out saying this, like
Because
I
niggas
don't
got
believe he did this
consistent.
until they
No,
say otherwise.
that is part of the reason. I was seeing a lot on Twitter. People saying like, white women be trying to lie on niggas and shit. That's why a lot of people.
Okay, I didn't know the
and
person
it
was
was-
white.
It all has to
some
do
of
with
it.
likability, bro. If we
Right.
like you, we gonna give you
Yeah,
the benefit
give you
of the
a pass.
doubt.
They give
If
you
we
grace.
don't like you, we're giving you hell. But
Now
these
with
are
Tory though, Tory did shoot Meg though.
No, for
I'm
sure.
hit.
We fuck with Meg.
Which is why I'm not gonna bring it back.
Fuck with Meg. I
was confused
fuck
why
with
niggas
Meg
would be
way
like,
more than
oh.
whoever this lady is that he did this to. I don't even know her. I know Meg.
And
don't
that's
shoot Meg, my
and that's the
nigga.
thought process.
But even regardless, like
So
there
these are
was
the
also both
these are
sides
the
of that.
texts that the lawyer drops. These are the alleged texts that he thought was going to
Oh, he was
like
doing something.
bail this man out or something,
He
bro.
was like, yeah, the people gonna love this.
So for the viewers who have not heard, for the listeners and viewers who have not seen these texts yet,
got his headshot
y'all
up.
let us know if this looks incriminating. So she texts him at 8:00.
Mind you, can you like
6
describe
p.m.
the format? It's in it's in like chunks. This shit
Oh,
look
yeah,
weird.
it is.
It look like some scripted shit.
very, very disgusting
Nigga use chat
formatting.
GPT nigga for that.
to
shit.
produce this shit. But she says, please let me know when you're okay when you get this. They assured me that you won't be charged. They said that they had to arrest you as protocol when they saw the injuries on me and they knew we had a fight.
Pause.
Why you injured? You
Guilty.
injured yourself? Like
That's guilty already.
did you bump into a table, my nigga? Like, what? I'm so angry that they did, and I'm sorry you're in this position. Okay. We'll make sure nothing happens about this. I told them it was my fault for trying to grab your phone.
So you try to grab the phone, you end up getting choked up.
And
it's your fault.
End up getting injured, but somehow it's my fault.
Right.
I only just got out of the hospital. Just call me when you're out.
Right.
I love you. Next message at
Injuries
9:32. He doesn't even reply to that shit.
The injuries are bad enough to get you in the hospital.
Like, why the fuck would you
Why
text
would you
me?
text me this? And then why would I tell my lawyer to drop
No,
this?
his lawyer, he probably didn't even know. The lawyer probably seen it, was like, yes, we did it. He's like, he called, what's the name? He called Bob Eager. He was like, my nigga, we good. He called Kevin Feige, we're good. Nigga was like, please don't do this. Please don't
They
drop
already
those
started
texts.
rewriting the whole story.
Facts. They was like, it was really Michael B. Jordan all along.
Yo, it's gonna be the Aunt Viv treatment. You feel me? Next
No bullshit.
Ant-Man movie,
He
it's gonna
gonna
be
be
like,
light-skinned.
King, you look a little different.
They definitely have a little joke in there.
I'm not
too.
gonna read the next.
like, which variant is
the
this?
the next text is long, but it's basically her assuring that, like, you know, the judge said she's gonna take what I said into account. I basically told them, like, I'm not testifying against you, blah blah blah. So
I don't want charges to be pressed.
we can see right through
Yeah,
this.
no, all
we
jokes
see
aside,
right through this.
Like all jokes aside, I really hope she gets the help she needs because she's a victim.
You're a victim.
That's not it, man.
Yeah, man.
And I'm not gonna make jokes about that actually, because that's a very common thing within victims and people who you know experience abuse. Like, it seems as simple as like, just leave, or oh, you should have said something, stood up. Like, but it's a lot easier to say than to be done. Especially if you really do love this person and you disappointed in their actions and you never would have thought that they would ever put their hands on you ever. And then maybe that person, what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Gaslight you to make you think that you're the reason that
I mean, clearly
they
that's already
became
been done.
angry. Exactly.
She's used to
Look
that
at her.
shit.
She's in a position. She's apologizing for what?
She's
Being on the
apologizing for getting
receiving
beat
end
up.
of this. Like what?
Hey, so that's some shit.
Like,
Let me
it's
tell you
not-
something, bro.
Okay.
For this particular situation, Like, we can sit on the fence if we want to, you know what I mean? Do your thing.
Nah,
wait.
these texts is damning, bro.
But the
There's
thing
no
is,
sitting on the fence for this
there's always
one.
gonna be people that are like, I wasn't there, and I don't, and like the trial is ongoing, all the
Wasteman.
stuff. So it's like, I'll wait to see what happens, and I'm not gonna pick any sides, all the stuff. Like, you can do that if you want. I'm not gonna recommend you do that because essentially what you're saying when you're taking that stance in this particular instance, after what you've seen so far, and on top of that, all the different people who are in the film industry who have gone to school with this nigga, who have been engaged with him throughout his years coming up, saying that this is the type of person that he is.
They have?
Right? Yes.
Yeah,
There's
a dude who tweeted like months ago, like there's some famous up and comer. Well, not I want to say up and
they
comer,
were
but like,
saying
there's a
that.
famous actor who's getting like these big roles. He's not the person that he appears to be.
And then
when
another
this
and then-
happened, the person came out and was like, and this is what I was
Ding,
talking
ding,
about.
ding. Yeah. And then more
was
people
like,
coming
damn.
out and that have actually like grown and being like, all of us know this is how he is. We just don't like the reason why we don't say anything is because it's not going to do anything. Hollywood doesn't give a fuck. They only care about like the look, the appeal. So they're going to go for it. It doesn't like what we think and what we've experienced doesn't matter. It's going to continue to happen. But if you're hearing all this shit and like you're still on that fence right now, essentially what you're saying is that
It's delusion.
it doesn't matter.
You're ignoring
And that's
the
not
facts.
You feel me? And that's at the end of the day, like that's not you got to do some soul searching on that end because the shit that's coming out right now, there's no way that you're still
what
on the
he
fence.
said is valid. Like in the past, I do stand on like I think it's a valid decision to say I'm gonna wait until I have more information. But now you have more information,
Right?
so
Is it not enough?
like those are pretty damning. It's real clear what's going on. Like this person. Hey man, I really
Creed
want to
3
know.
was booming though.
Do y'all think this is gonna affect him, or does he have enough money behind him from the corporations like a Disney or Marvel?
man.
All these people who are already invested in him, are they gonna allow this to? Are they gonna drop him, or are they gonna try to protect them?
Like you said,
what is the case? What do you
They
guys
got
think?
big plans with this nigga, man. They might really pump the money
bullshit.
behind that nigga,
That's a
bro.
fact.
Yeah, he'll be alright.
Because you know
Crazy.
Marvel movies get written like 10 years ahead of time. Like there's probably movies right now that are either in production or ready to release next year,
Yeah.
and are in like the process of editing, and it's too late
He'll be alright.
unless they CGI his face off. That's crazy.
The thing is,
Mike.
it was like a similar thing when they had what's the nigga's name that played Thanos?
John, no,
I couldn't even tell you.
I don't know. I thought you were gonna bring up Ezra Miller, the Flash.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah,
different
they still
company.
got that
but
nigga, right? They didn't
I'm
drop
just bringing
that
up like the Marvel example because it's in the same. But that nigga's a domestic abuser too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like he's
Josh
a horrible person. Yeah,
Brolin?
Josh Brolin.
Josh
That nigga's a
Brolin.
horrible person, bro. And he's in something like
I don't know what the fuck this nigga is.
he great actor. Nigga's a terrible person, and they still casted that nigga. They still did like. When's the last time you seen Josh Brolin in some shit? There's a reason for that. There's a reason why he don't be in these major film roles.
There's no explaining. Yeah, I don't know. That's
Like, bro, like, but the
Yeah.
thing is that he still casted him and they still put him in that position. Like, we all know Thanos, nigga. That nigga's iconic now, type
That's
shit.
right.
And it's like they could easily do the same thing with Jonathan the Major. Now, you are a nigga though.
That's what I was about to say. He is black though.
You still black
It's a
though.
little
You
different
still a
for him.
nigga. So I don't know.
yeah.
That might not work out for you, my boy.
So I hope justice gets served. If he did that shit, I don't know. Like that's the thing. He did that shit. I don't think there should be grace. Like rewrite. I feel like you got to sit down for a little. You got to
Type shit.
you got to get written out of some of these stories. I don't think your career should just be automatically over. Like I'm not gonna be the decider of that. But I would hope these corporations have some morals and would think like maybe it wouldn't be a good idea to make this guy the face of our franchise.
Corporations
said
don't got
morals.
Morals and corporations.
That's an
at the same time.
oxymoron. I
Nigga
feel
said
you.
morals.
I feel you. I feel you.
They saw how much
Nigga, fuck
money they made
morals,
off
nigga.
that nigga. They're like, oh, okay.
Nigga said, fuck the morals, nigga. Give that
put-
nigga more roles,
put like
nigga.
10% of that.
What the fuck, nigga?
He's gonna put like 10% of that to his defense and call it a day.
Shut me
nigga.
up, nigga. The fuck you saying that?
I fuck with that. You just came up with that?
Yeah, nigga, no bullshit.
Okay. Oh, okay. So in sadder news, BTB Savage.
Yeah, facts.
How do we feel about that one? Because
How
I
do we- how do
never
we
heard of
feel?
his.
Fucked
I've
up.
never heard of that
Yeah, that
man's
shit's
name
bad, bro.
until yesterday.
Me neither.
And that story that like just got all over Twitter was nuts.
The
And
story is what blew him up. Nigga.
Type
No
shit, yeah,
bullshit.
because of the.
well, even then he had the DJ Vlad interview
That's what
a
I'm
couple
talking about.
days ago.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah.
That's what blew him up to that point. And then, because the whole thing that he talked about in the DJ Vlad interview happened like 2 months ago or a month
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
It's some old shit.
So
And
can you
he
explain like what happened in this situation?
Yeah, so basically, he got on Vlad. He explained like how he there was a home invasion at his crib, and it was
He's
him.
a rapper?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a rapper. It was some niggas pulling up to do a verse with him, So he was getting paid to do a verse, and so they pulled up. It was on some funny shit. They ended up trying to rob him. His shorty at the time was in the crib with him, and his son. So they trying to rob him. He ends up locking the door, so the other people that the nigga came with, they can't get through the door. There's only one of the niggas in the house. He ends up having his shorty shoot the nigga. You feel me? They're tussling and shit. The nigga ends up bleeding out on the floor. They end up fleeing the scene after like the partners of the home invasion like bust through, like shot through the door 100 times, mad times and shit, whatever. They end up getting to the hospital, whatever. He's out. The dude that tried to rob him, he's dead. So now this Vlad interview comes out. That shit happened like probably like I don't know how long ago.
Like a month, 2 months ago, or something like that.
2 months. The Vlad interview comes out 4 days ago. That shit's getting mad numbers, doing mad views and shit. This nigga posted this picture recently of him just like in the house with the blood still on the floor because the police or nobody.
And
didn't clean up nothing.
this is a picture. So you said 2 years ago or 2
2
months?
days ago from the 2 days ago.
No,
from
I'm sorry.
Our conversation
so
right now.
he posts these pictures 2 days
crazy.
ago, but they're really from 2 months ago. So he's been holding on to these pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So he posted pictures in a couple hours.
Actually, no,
that
I don't
the
know.
case?
The
I don't
It might
pictures
have been
he
the
was-
same day.
the
It might have been the
pictures-
same day.
He was killed. Well, that's part of the story. He was killed the same day.
Saying
in
that the
same
pictures were
fit,
taken.
in the same fit. He took these
Yeah.
pictures that same day.
So
back.
why is there still blood on the
because
floor?
he
No one
hasn't
cleaned
been
it.
home to clean it up. Type shit.
He went back.
Nah, but the building's just gonna let the door with fucking written with bullet holes. They're not
it's
gonna
Texas.
replace that
I'm
shit.
about to say they probably.
I don't know, bro.
Is it not? It's Texas,
It
right?
was Texas.
There has
yeah.
to be a timing
I
issue
don't
with
know.
this. Cause I feel you. This is the same
Like,
fit that they
It might have
found.
also been a crime scene, so it's blocked off, so they couldn't do that until.
But then he gets to.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's
his
his
house.
crib. He has
It's
to
his
get
house,
shit in
it's-
out
yeah.
there. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's nuts.
So he posted a picture.
So he posts this picture.
Couple hours later, same niggas that feel me supposedly try to rob him, they end up spinning the block.
Do we know it's the
Nigga.
same people? For
Most
sure.
likely.
Hey man,
How would
you
the
could
nigga-
make a smart assumption. So
I mean, nigga.
so the same time he posts this, 2 hours later you get a Twitter post, a tweet from any of these blog sites that's like BTB Savage shot and killed, boom. And then there's a video of like his body on the floor, his
didn't
car,
see-
his
yeah.
car is ridden with bullet holes, and he's just like the coroner putting the sheets over his
I didn't see that part where they
sheets
showed him. I seen the part that showed the car. I
Yeah.
didn't see that. That's crazy.
So it's
Shit's fucked
another
up.
victim of the cloud era, bro. Like I don't know how to feel about this because it's like he like you don't want to see
Yeah,
anybody
he
go out
survived
like
that
this.
Shit. He survived that shit. He should have like but
He should have
it was-
counted his blessings, right?
saying.
I'm out of there.
Facts.
I'm moving. I'm gone, bro.
Like I'm not playing with death a second time. You
right.
count your blessings. Don't go over here mocking niggas, mocking people's dead mans.
Facts, mocking death, essentially, my nigga. No bullshit. And niggas was had like you should read the comments on this shit too, because niggas like not maybe in some of the quotes is there, but niggas are seeing this and being like, yeah, I can't condone this. You wildin', bro. You playing with your life. Other niggas like this shit hard as hell, boy. This nigga lit. It's like they're like I couldn't do that, but I fuck
The
with it.
replies I seen was like, and he's gone.
Gone. That shit from the South Park shit. He's gone. That's fucked up. That's
That is
funny,
fucked up. But like I just like I said, I got mixed emotions about it because it's like he kind of brought it on himself. Like you don't want to say that in a sense because like it's nonsenseless violence. Like it's senseless violence.
Senseless.
You
It's
know what I mean?
pride
Like,
too, cause nigga should have moved, bro.
he should have.
Yeah.
Nigga want to be
Got it.
like trying to be on some big bad wolf shit. Like fuck it. He's probably feeling like
And like, bro, he wouldn't have survived that shit if he didn't have his girl there in the first place.
Yeah,
You feel
facts.
me?
Man.
And like, so it's like,
And
he's
you said he has a
already lucky.
child?
Yeah, I mean,
He's got a son to
Yeah, he has a
raise.
son,
Like,
yeah.
man, like niggas don't think about shit like
Yeah,
that, bro.
bro.
Like, nigga posted this shit for who? For internet strangers, people you never will meet in real life,
they got them notifications.
just for some
Hey,
clout.
man.
Like that's the
and it was literally not worth
that's
it.
the new addiction, bro. It's clout. It's all for attention. Like
Just to be a topic for a week.
for a week. Now you a different type of topic for a week.
He made the podcast.
You made the podcast.
And
Congrats.
it's the last one you ever gonna be on.
And that's his
Congrats, like-
legacy. That's crazy.
And that nigga Vlad TV making all the bread.
That's
on
what I
top.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vlad profit all that. You feel me?
I bet that video exploded. Last time I seen that video was like at 400,000 views. I bet that shit's over 2 mil at this point.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
It's
Just
insane,
tough,
man.
bro. That's sad, bro. It's a sad world that we live in. But I think also it's like one thing that I'm really like big on right now, especially because I'm just seeing it happen in the city so much, is that like as black people, like, what the fuck we doing, bro? Like we gotta stop this shit.
no,
Like
that's
there's only
a fact.
so many excuses we can make for ourselves as like a people, but my nigga, like stop. Just stop. Like this is a very unnecessary situation. It's a very avoidable situation.
For sure.
Absolutely.
If you had just stopped. Stop being with this life. You feel me? You've already like survived all the shit. You have money. Move. Do what you got to do. Avoid the shit. You feel me? But the one thing that like I feel like the part that's like missing, the disconnect, right, is that people don't think about, like you're saying, they're not thinking about the further implications behind this for their family, for their friends, for their loved ones. They're only thinking about themselves. They're only thinking about what can they gain from this moment and not how can they be able to survive. You feel me? Because a lot of times we say like they're doing shit for survival. This is not for survival.
Not at all.
There's no reason why you're doing shit like this. And there's no rhyme or reason for doing this shit for survival. Like you're just saying that as an excuse at this point, my nigga. Just stop.
And it needs to be.
The niggas shouldn't have robbed him either, too. That's the thing.
Right.
Everybody in the situation could have lived, bro. He said in the video multiple times, he gave the nigga, he said, just leave, bro. He's like, you already shot, just leave. You already wounded, just leave.
Type shit. The cycle doesn't have, but the cycle continues because niggas allow it to continue. At some
Do y'all
point.
believe there needs to be accountability within our community?
Yeah, bro.
Like, let's be honest. Like, there's so many forces at play already holding us back.
Right.
Why do we continue to create more? Why do we continue to praise and like uplift shit that's self-destructive and continue to do it?
Bro, because
And continue the cycle of it when we know what the ending looks like. You feel me? Like we just had a conversation before at the beginning of the pod of like why like, you know, Nate doesn't fuck with Future because how he promotes drugs. And then a Juice WRLD who was influenced by his music then dies from a drug overdose. But we still rapping about that shit. We still praising that shit. There's still niggas falling into the same trap. And it's the same thing when it comes to gang violence or just gun violence and period. And it's still gonna be enough. This is not gonna be the last.
Right.
It's still allure, bro. It's perpetuating. Like niggas see the rush that they get from amounting so many views, so many likes, so many, you know, people responding to them when they post certain type of things. It's just niggas are addicted to it, bro.
It's an addiction.
Because this is not to say that like there's a lot of niggas that are in the streets where it's like that's the lifestyle that they didn't choose. Like a lot of them did not choose that life. You feel me? A lot of them are in that shit because they have to be, but a lot of people are not. You feel me? And this is really like focusing specifically on the people that are not. The moment you pick up your camera, right? Exactly, type shit.
That's a whole different ballgame.
Like y'all on a different. You're doing something different. You feel me? And it's like a lot of times, like it is like about like, okay, we have this mentality of like dog eat dog world. You feel me? Kill or be killed. We want to move in this way, but it's like, bro, like at some point you gotta understand, like you're a person, and that means that your life has meaning. You feel me? There's a lot of shit that you're capable of beyond the shit that's just in front of you. But you gotta be able to go out there and see that shit. You gotta be able to live long enough to see that shit, to experience that shit. But if you can't, if you don't, then it's kind of like, what was the point, bro? You feel me? It's like niggas is like living for some shit online when they have a whole life in front of them, a whole world in front of them.
That's what I was just saying. We gotta go back to doing the shit in real life, bro. We need to boycott the apps.
Hey man, if they keep going in the direction they're gonna make it a lot easier to ditch them.
No bullshit.
Even to what you said though, you got me thinking about, because you talking about the cycle and shit like that. I'm thinking about all the internet niggas who being like, niggas for example, like Lil Durk's comment something like, yo, why ain't you spin back that? It's like, you don't understand that.
Yeah.
Like, why?
A nigga in Kansas. Not a nigga in Kansas, right? Some kid in Kansas.
The kids in Kansas getting
just like, you know me, telling some dude to spin the block and ruin his life.
I don't even want to like put names to it because I don't wish this for anybody. But let's say someone in that position or a very similar situation responds to a situation like that and they go and, you know, get a lick back for their man. It's like, now someone's coming out for you because you hurt someone else. It's just like, we gotta stop this shit, man.
Yeah, there's no win-win. This is not the days of like, yo, let's square up, let's fight, and let's be done with it.
Niggas is playing with lives, bro.
I don't want no smoke with none of you niggas. Like, for real.
Like that
y'all
for
niggas,
like last 20 years almost.
Niggas can't just like lick their wounds and just be done. Like, you feel me? It's like, I took that L, that's what it is. No, it's like, I need vengeance.
Right.
And if I can't get vengeance, my man's gotta get vengeance.
And niggas don't even be built like that for real.
They not.
Like that's not even your natural reaction to that shit. You're only doing it because you've seen it online.
Like niggas succumb to internet bullying and pressuring.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
It's the influence. We was just talking about that with like the young people in general. Is that now we see like a lot of younger people where it's like they put all this pressure on themselves to find success like earlier and earlier. But it's not because like they have to be that way. It's because they saw it online.
It's what they see.
It's what they but also on top of that, it's like, and I think it all comes back to like the internet in some ways, but it's like, it's also because of how many of their peers like they've lost like at such young ages. Like niggas is like 6 years old and they see like people that they go to school with in like first grade getting shot. Not because they're in gangs or anything like that, but just because of the area that they live in, the environment that they're in. Some shit that they had no control over. And then they're growing up 10 years later and they like, by the time they reach 16, they already lost like 20 friends. You feel me? 20 people that they was in school with. And the shit is like that pressure builds up to the point where they're like, I have to be something. I have to make it. Nigga, you know how you can make it quick, nigga? Sew this bag for me.
Yeah.
Hold this real quick. Nigga, you're making bands, like you went from fucking maybe working a job where you're getting 15 an hour and you're working like 10 hours a week. All right, you get your bread, you're making like a couple hundred. But then, nigga, if you can make a band a week,
and you don't gotta do too much. You just gotta be around the block. You just gotta.
Then it's like, of course, that's way more appealing because it feels like you're successful.
Mm-hmm.
But like niggas who have been there tell you like shit's not success,
not sustainable.
Shit's short term for real.
Real short term, you know?
And not only short term as far as the bread, but short term as far as your fucking life, my nigga.
Yeah.
Or your freedom.
Facts.
They're gonna take one of those two things before you leave the game. There's not too many other people. Man. There's not too many people who are lucky. So
facts.
Count your blessings. Count your blessings. On a lighter note, the next thing I believe that's gonna ruin the black community, it's already started, man. It's the parlays, man. Sports betting. We've already seen it. I've already lost all my bonus bet money.
Damn,
I got 200 bills from Ease, bro, and that shit's already gone.
Get to another app.
Down the drain. I'm now I got.
They stopping all them promotions, man.
It was like, yo, you just had to run it up in February, March, and that was
bullshit.
it.
Niggas said baseball season's coming up. They stopped caring, bro.
I had like 5 of them joints on my phone. You had FanDuel, then you got what's it called, DraftKings and MGM.
I seen the fucking DraftKings
MGM robbed me,
man.
no bullshit.
Oh Jesus.
MGM robbed me, bro. I don't fuck with them niggas, bro. Fuck that shit. Bro, I put the $10 in the thing, bro. They said my account.
200, right?
No, they said my account don't even exist, bro. I tried to log into the account.
They said, give me that shit, nigga.
Bro, I was like, what the fuck?
They ain't give it back.
That's crazy.
Nah, I have to go into the bro. I have to go call them and shit. At this point, bro, I charge it to the game. I was like, I shouldn't be
do all that.
We got you, nigga.
Don't even do all that, bro. That's just too much.
I will say I made $50 off of the $200 bonus bet, and at that point,
for real,
I made $50 here off a Lakers game.
You chips, nigga.
Oh, you ran it up?
A nigga won $500.
I made like almost $500.
Off of March Madness, nigga.
It's
really March Madness.
I'm happy. Someone was going around like, yo, you want to make some money?
Bro,
you want to make some money?
Niggas, I still got a couple more bonus bets. I got to use them before like the 7th or some shit. So I'm about to see if I could get some shit in. Try and get a little bag, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey man, don't listen to this nigga. You're not guaranteed a bag. You might make a bag, but you're not guaranteed a bag. Right. Do not think, man. You feel me?
Don't hate on another man's success.
I wouldn't steer you wrong. That's all I'm saying.
That's cap.
We just talked about he was doing pyramid schemes on Snapchat, bro.
Yo,
to be fair,
did you got into that shit, right? You made bread off that shit?
I almost lost bread from that shit. You gave me my bread back. That's the only reason I was straight.
Nigga, you wasn't hustling hard enough.
They got the Mavericks in the heat.
Nigga gaslighting
me. No bullshit. He said it's your fault. It's your fault that you was taking advantage of.
You're not a bag chaser.
Nigga, if I give you something to sell and you don't sell it, how you gonna get mad at me?
Because you sold it to all my potential clientele.
Nigga, like, you got your own clientele, nigga.
I'm gonna hit up the people and then
I'm
like,
from Boston, you from Brockton, nigga. What the fuck? How you... Nigga.
Oh my gosh. This is egregious, bro.
Come on, man.
Nigga say, we gonna get these people off the streets.
Yo,
but at the same time.
You know what? You're right. It is my fault. It is my fault. I wasn't being a bag chaser.
You didn't pick up none of them bills off the floor yesterday?
None of them.
Nigga, if niggas listen to him, they would have lost money.
Right.
What?
Yeah, nah, that's the thing.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah,
betting
we
is
talk
bad,
about
bro.
that.
Just in general.
That's why you gotta trust yourself and follow your own intuition. No bullshit.
I try to follow my intuition, and that shit would not have worked out for me. And the funny thing is, bro, I remember I made that tweet. It was like for the chamber, right?
Did you delete it?
Huh?
Did you delete it?
No, it's still out there.
Yeah, that's
Anybody
that's
go
real.
back to it?
To the Tweet Hall of Fame.
I don't know. I haven't checked Twitter, but I will say, you know, the newest event, the newest chamber just happened last night. We was all there.
004, man.
People are saying it's one of the best ones. The best one.
He said no. It definitely was
the best one.
I
haven't been to every one.
Every time you end up saying it's the best one, so it's like you just kind of gotta.
That's not true.
Let
I
it
didn't
live
say that after the second one.
The second one, yeah, facts.
Yeah,
be like that, dude.
It'd be like that, but
second one, the sequel's always the worst one. That one was good, but like it was like neck and neck with the first. It was like I wouldn't really say one of them was better. Number 3,
nah, I'm still standing at the first one was classic. The R&B one was a
number
force.
4.
I love the R&B one, but with this one, we had a lot of talented femmes in the building. You feel me? And this was an all femmes chamber, and some of the dopest like artists, you know, from not just from the city, but all over Mass were there. But if you want to bring up, anyways, all that to say, I had my money on Key.
Mm-hmm.
I made a tweet. I was so bold. I thought it was so obvious that I said I would put $1 million on this shit.
$1 million.
This is crazy to me.
$1 million of that of his client's money.
No, I'm glad
You think you
nobody
gonna get
called
it
me
back
on
and
that.
put it back real quick?
Yeah,
It's like, I got
he's
something
like,
for
I
myself.
can't
Make me $1 million.
He's like, you ain't got
Put
the
the
50
numbers.
million.
Put the
Yeah,
numbers.
Man,
I put million.
No, you gotta put the number like
But
1,000.
it's crazy.
Looking
'cause,
at the
like,
bracket though, this is actually kind of legendary. Like just
No,
thinking
this
about,
was great. This was
'Cause,
great.
like-
Someone, some real dope artists. Like we've had Sosa on before.
right.
Naughty, I that was a great moment, when me connecting after with her, and it's just like, yo, you staying out in high school, like that's crazy, like
That's fire.
how far niggas have come, and I told her I'm proud of her. Like a lot of people peak in high school. I'm glad you was able to like create, something out of it. That's super dope.
Facts, and cultivating the artistic creative scene in both of the areas too, because niggas got the podcast as
Yup.
well.
Mhm.
I knew about Isha since UMass Low because Dom has always been close with her.
Yeah.
And I just seen like she's always been on her own type of time. And I love seeing them all come together.
And there's a wide variety of areas in the city and in the state.
Still
You
not
got a lot of
over,
folks from
I'm still not
Dorchester.
over the fact that, I would have lost some bread. Because, I was going up to everybody that night. I was like, is anybody stupid enough to take a bet against Key? And nobody wanted no parts, bro. I was going up to everybody. I told niggas.
You didn't ask me that. You said who you think's gonna win. You should have asked me. I would have been wrong too, but you should have asked me.
I would have been
Bro, I went up to a dude, and this was like the second round type shit. I was like, if she loses, I'll give you $50. If she wins, you only got to give me
you talking
25.
about, yeah.
Niggas didn't even want to take that, bro. Yo, it was one of them ones, like, you got to bet $10,000 to win $10, bro.
It's
That's
one
how
of those things,
favorable
I think
It's a
felt.
testament to how
Talented both
talented
of them
they,
are.
No, sure.
both of them, how talented Key is.
I'm talking about
We're
Key and Sosa though. That no one can make a certain.
Oh, that's not even what we're
No,
talking.
no,
That's
no,
not even
no.
what we're
That's-
talking about.
No, I'm
Got you.
talking about, I think most people in that building thought that Key was going to win. Especially
Maybe just
because
because I knew what I thought.
from
But
the,
I think
from
that
the
is-
outside looking in, it's like if we talk about this community that's been cultivated and everything like that, she's one of the stars in that community, bro.
And
Like
Key is like a very community oriented person in
Very.
general. And I feel like it's not even just like being oriented around the community, but also like cultivating that community and cultivating that growth within it. Because a lot of people that I know who are making music, like even thinking about the people that are on here, you feel me? It's like when I believe, so I can't remember which one it was, whoever had the first interview, it's like they mentioned Key in there, like shout out to some of the artists. I believe that was probably Naughty. But it's, or maybe not, but it just shows that as an artist, like you have an influence outside of like your immediate reach.
Yeah.
And that's significant because when we seen everyone pull up in that building, me and Tomo were talking about, it's like, they ain't know most of the people in there. You feel me? And like, we're like engaged in like the Boston arts community, but this is not just a Boston thing. You feel me? This is like a Massachusetts thing, and everyone that's there, everyone that showed up and
if
showed
it
out.
goes the way it's supposed to, it's gonna be bigger than Mass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But everyone that was there on this night in particular, shout out to all the femmes that performed, but everyone that was there on this night, they really brought the best out of each other. Like that iron sharpens iron mentality
Real
was real.
shit.
From the intros on, bro.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
That shit was dope.
It really felt like some WWE shit.
Nah,
Like,
I
y'all came in, they all had
they
their,
cut a promo real quick. It felt like fucking
their own personas. They all had their own outfits. Like it was smooth,
Yeah.
bro.
It
No
felt like
bullshit.
fucking when they used to do Tough Enough and they just cut the promo. They was like, yeah, I'm gonna win because I was like, yeah, that shit was tough.
Yeah,
I fucked with that.
I love how they keep like reinventing it as they go. Like, and I think it's supposed to be that way.
Of course,
if you're saying,
yeah.
because I feel like every time we leave a chamber, it's like, yo, that was the best one type shit. So it's
Facts.
like if that keeps going the way it's supposed to be that way.
And you know,
I'm
Master
real
the Chamber.
interested to see who's in the next one.
The next one, right?
Master the Chamber, Big Sosa.
Big Sosa.
feel me?
Big Sosa.
That shit
Shout out
shocked the
Sosa,
room,
man.
bro. That
I have
Sosa
faith,
put,
man.
are you surprised? Like that, like I mean,
love that. I
she
love
deserved that because like
Nah, that was big.
again, like even thinking about like Sosa's like trajectory as an artist, you feel me? Like she was low key for a while, like for like the last like year, you feel me? Like
Yeah, facts.
She does a lot. She's working. She's in
type
school.
shit.
Yeah.
But here,
Feel me? Like-
here she is, Master the Chamber.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we gotta get it back on.
Nah, we definitely do. I definitely.
Yeah.
I spoke to everybody.
Sosa's
We're gonna
hard.
make it happen.
Tropical runs.
I was
man.
thinking about it last night when I got home, right? Like, how did that happen though? Because even though I,
thinking about it.
was talking to everybody like, yo, I think Sosa could do it before they really got
Yeah,
to that
yeah,
point.
How did
You know?
she win?
I'm just like,
That was like
damn,
your
but how
dark
did it
horse.
happen,
The
though?
same
Like,
way-
you feel me? I was like, yo, Key's really like
The favorite.
You feel me? Like, she is the favorite.
The fans felt she had a better performance. Nigga.
for sure. But then I was thinking
Like,
about it too. Like, I wonder,
like-
is it the fact that maybe just the familiarity with Key?
I was gonna say that
That
because
maybe
I
played a
don't
role.
think necessarily like Sosa's dope performance.
But she
I don't
doesn't
think
get the
like
chance
it
to
was like
perform as often.
obvious that it was like way better.
It wasn't obvious that one person won over the other either. It was 51% vote to 49%.
Exactly.
You feel me? I was
But
thinking
I
like
think you're onto
because like
something.
a lot of people in the room have seen Key perform so many times. Like I'm not gonna say that you're not impressed, but it's like that's almost expected of her.
There was also a lot
but then
of
when it's like when Sosa comes on, it's like, yo, like I don't get the chance
Is
to
it
see
like the
someone
new
perform so much.
shiny
It's like,
thing?
oh,
Like,
who's this?
yeah, I don't see it all the time. You don't know what to expect.
There was also a lot of people
that.
in the room that haven't seen either of them perform. Like people that came for Sosa,
Facts.
but because she's not performing as much as she used to, they're excited to see her, and then so they're in this
So they're
environment.
even more excited.
There was a lot of people that was in there that might know of Key but don't know Key, but they was there for like other artists, whether it might be Naughty or whether it be Sosa. You feel me? Like I feel like everybody brought their own crowd.
It's still wild. Like, yo, you seen like nigga was saying word for word her music.
Not
music,
but
like
not
that.
most of the people
Even
in
Sosa
the room,
when Sosa played that Tropical Run shit, bro.
not
But
most
the
of them,
whole
though.
thing, or like the
But I don't feel
hook,
like people knew the song. They were from the moment it came on, they were feeling it and they were
Right.
fucking with it.
and then you
But
catch
Key
on
songs,
to it.
niggas, they
Like,
automatically knew that shit.
I joked around and was like, you just got to point the camera at the mic at the crowd. We got
They
you
knew
from
that
there,
shit.
bro. Like,
I
I'm
think
not saying
like,
that's the reason why she won. I thought
Nah,
about
I think
it. I was
like
like,
I think that to me doesn't play like a role in whether or not someone wins or loses in this particular environment. Because if you are rooting for someone, like in this, like because it's a vote, you feel me? It came down to like a vote. It's like if you are rooting for the person, then it's like you'll just vote for them. So it's like more people voted for Sosa. That's pretty much it. More people in the room thought she had a better performance.
down
Like,
to it.
it's pretty straightforward. You know what I mean? And she also
I feel you.
cooked.
It's
And
like,
she brought
what
Nas
sways
up there.
yeah.
She brought Nas up there for
It
that
was a
second
great
song
moment.
and ODB's tough.
It was a great moment for her. She deserves it for real. And it was a beautiful thing when they announced her as the master of the chamber.
Love
And
Sosa.
boom, love Sosa.
I wish she did the
and everybody went crazy for that.
I wish she did the Big Sosa no feature as the last song. Cause that's what she said. She was like, it's Big Sosa no feature, and then Brandy spun the other record, and then she's like, fuck it, let's just do the other one. Cause that would have been like on some
Did it
real.
matter?
It would have been some real
won
crazy
no
shit.
matter
I mean,
what.
I think
But it's just the legendariness
feel you,
of it. You
facts.
feel me?
no
You know what I'm
disrespect to
saying?
Red Shades of Isha. I think we knew that whoever got out of that round with Key and Sosa was gonna win the whole thing.
Who's we?
Hey man, maybe I'm
I
just
felt
speaking
that
for
way.
myself. I felt that way.
I felt
Two
that
niggas
way.
that wasn't there for the first
I
round.
thought the one
Like,
bracket
yo,
was
hey,
heavier
man.
than the
when
other.
I tell you, you keep saying that, but when I tell you that the two best performances of the first round were from those two, were from Isha and from Red
I wasn't there.
Shades,
To be fair,
like,
I didn't get
Red
there
Shades
until
first round, that might have been the best first round like ever. Outside of maybe like, that shit might have been the
Really?
best ever. Like that
I
shit
wish
was
I was there
literally
to see
like
that.
You'll see in the footage.
shit was one of the best first rounds like of
you
all.
guys was there?
I saw Isha's
You co-signing
first round
that?
performance.
Isha's performance was fire.
I like the second song.
In the first round,
I like the second song.
you didn't like the first song.
It was cool.
But did you like the performance though? That's what I'm telling. That's what I'm talking about. I don't care if you don't like the song, nigga. Did you the performance? That shit was
I'm gonna
fire.
repeat what I just said. It was cool.
It was cool, whatever. But either way, if you thought that was cool, then the rest of them were mid. Then, if that's the case,
I don't know. When Keith threw out that money, nigga, I was like, that was fire.
Yeah.
No
real,
bullshit.
Real money. Niggas started picking it.
That was fire.
Nate specifically
Tomo.
started pushing niggas out the way.
That
to
wasn't
start
in the
pick-
second round.
That was in the second round.
I'm
What are we
hit.
talking about right now? I'm talking about the first round.
But I'm making a separate point.
Why would
You
you
said-
say
but I'm saying why?
You said the rest of the night.
He do that a lot.
That happened the
but
rest
Why
of
would
the
you
night.
bring up a separate
why?
point if he asked you about the
He
first
said
round?
if you felt like that about that for the first
talking
round,
about
you
the
didn't care
first
about the
round,
performance
though.
the rest of the night.
if you felt like Isha's performance in the first round was cool,
Yeah,
then the
then
rest,
the
of, the
rest of the
performances
performance
in the first round.
You said the rest of the night.
No,
You definitely said the rest of the night.
I said the rest of the performances in the first round. It's implied because that's what we're talking
Yeah.
about. But either way,
I can see why Isa would
I
think
feel
that.
you.
I
But
don't
either
know.
way, the first round, those two to me like had the best performances. Red Shades and Issa. So seeing them go,
I wish
Isha
I'd
and seeing
seen
them
it,
go
yeah.
against each other in the second round, I was like, I'm expecting more. I do feel like I was a little let down from both of their like song selections in the second round. You know what I mean?
Yeah, song selection.
Song
is very
selections were
important.
interesting from all parties, I guess, because there was
Facts.
a new rule implemented where it wasn't just play two songs and then the other
first
person
round.
plays two songs. In the first round, it's you have 6 minutes, and if you could crank out as many as
Right.
you can, then go ahead and
And
do
it had
that.
always been
And
6 minutes.
It was
but
a little
not
bit confusing.
Multiple tracks or
Exactly.
more than 2 tracks.
Exactly. It's more of like, yo, we got to keep it pushing, so you only got 6 minutes. But then people are playing 3 songs, and other people can only do 2
Right.
if you don't
And
have
that
enough
might
time.
I might also expended some of y'all catalogs too. Where it's like you're giving away a
Too
lot of
much.
your like best
Yeah.
stuff in the first round. And it's like there's also like this is one thing for all the competitors in the future. There's no rule that says that you like have to do 6 minutes either. You can stop after
Yeah.
like 4 if you're done.
Exactly.
And then like be like, I think that was good enough. Like there's no reason that you have to keep going. No bullshit.
I feel like Sosa did at one point.
Right.
She's like, I have like 2 minutes, 30 seconds. She just kept talking.
Right.
She's like, all right. So
Hey man, overall it was still a great night. I think
shit was
it
fire,
great
bro.
vibes. Well, there's some weirdos out there.
There's a lot of weirdos out there.
A lot of weirdos out there.
A lot of niggas is like
stop what the fuck y'all doing, bro. Stop being weird. Don't pop out if you're gonna be weird. Stay home. Stay to yourself. Be a little creep by yourself. Touch up on yourself. Don't be weird, nigga.
And you know what?
Fuck.
Even beyond that, also, I feel like it goes back to what we talked about last year about like just concert etiquette.
Yeah.
You feel me? You're pulling up in spaces that you have like no control over. Stop trying to control the space. Stop trying to commandeer the space. You feel me? This is not your event. This event is not for you specifically. And in fact, all 4 of us in the room, 5 of us, my fault. All 5 of us, you weren't there, lad. All 4 of us in the room, like we're there. This event's not for us either. You feel me? It's a femme-based event. This is literally the femme chamber, nigga.
I will say
you
though,
a nigga in there, nigga. You better, nigga, don't you dare, nigga, try to make this about you, nigga.
It ain't about us, but I will say, if you go to a chamber, come to our section. We get it lit.
Hey, shit, we be
our
lit.
commentary be lit, bro.
Facts, we be
it's
talking.
a funny shit.
I was
nigga.
saying that we need to commentate on the next one. No bullshit. Like have
Facts.
live commentation. Commentary, nigga. Fuck, yo.
That'd be
It's
dope.
commentation.
That'd be
Commentation.
dope.
sound good.
Commentary.
That'd be
You said
cool.
that yesterday too.
Yeah,
The
also,
bullshit.
that'd be some real
commentary.
WWE shit.
Yeah.
Facts.
That would be
She
fire.
busts out this song.
I need that fucking corner Black was in.
Yeah,
When
right.
he was like posting way up. Yeah.
And like,
he had the best
ladies
views.
and gentlemen, welcome to the Badford Community Commentary
Yeah.
on the
I didn't even see
Chamber
that. He was up.
004.
He was like way up. I don't know how he-
Weird.
Facts. In this corner, we have Big Sosa. And then, yeah, that should be hard. That should
would
be
be
fire.
fire. She brought it out.
be like, you know, what's your, you got a play-by-play guy, but then you got your color commentator. Like, yo, so what's your take on Big Sosa tonight? What do you think the chances are? Like, well, man, if she busts out that ODB in the second round, she might have it. But you know, that's a feature. So only available in the second round. So we're going to have to wait and see if she gets past the first. But let's tune in.
That's too bad.
Yo, Nate was built for that, bro. We got to make that happen. We got to make that
All the
happen.
WWE this nigga was watching.
No bullshit, bro.
You know
Hey,
that
man,
shit.
at the end of the day, it was still an opportunity for every artist in there to be able to give everything you got. Like, yo, let's be honest, bro. I've lost in the chamber. Tomo's lost in the chamber. Nate can't speak to it, but it's
Absolutely
fine.
not.
Eves, we got to put you in the producer chamber.
Are they doing it?
Who could spin beats?
I think that's a good
Nah,
event.
it would be a
That should be
It would
boring
be a
as hell,
beat, it would be a
nigga.
beat battle, bro.
A beat battle.
Niggas do beat battles, bro. That's
Dude,
like
that's a very
But I
specific
think-
audience.
they
think
do that in
yeah.
Atlanta. They do beat battles. They
do
host
that
beat
here.
battles.
They have
very
beat-
specific
Nigga,
audience,
there's
though.
renowned Grammy winning producers now that came up off of beat battles.
I'm not saying that's not.
Hey, the Berkeley hip hop
case.
folks, they
I
do
feel like
I think
it
they
would
do a
be an
beat battle every
advantage
month.
to the people who make drill music, because then it's like, then at least you could do something to the beat.
No,
Be sturdy.
it's you go
get
up there, you
sturdy.
play it. There's a panel of judges. You play your beat, and the next nigga play
No,
a
I've
beat,
seen that.
and then they
Like,
for me they judge who's
Timbaland
better.
versus Swiss, and like now you're doing the beat drops, you're doing the DJ scratches. Like you're really trying to show off your
it's a
ability.
thing.
It's not just playing a beat. I feel
like
I'm
I
just
said,
saying, I don't know if it'd be as well received as all these other
it would
ones.
not.
Shout out
There's
to
a
the,
whole
I
community
wouldn't
for
even
it, so
pull
it would be
it.
a different
You're my
audience,
nigga,
and I
bro.
think it
For
would.
sure, for
And I
sure.
think it would attest to your pull as a producer
Are you nice?
Alright.
type shit.
Ooh,
Shout out to the Berkeley-
Devo versus Eves.
Wash. Sorry.
You think so?
You're not a DJ. Devo, he's gonna bust out some
nah,
shit
no,
that you
bust
can't
that-
even
that's
do.
some
You practice it.
He gonna bust out some shit you can't even do
I
yet.
have not touched that shit since your performance, nigga.
Cause Devo, he gonna be
Exactly.
live.
That
He gonna be
nigga be
mixing
on
the
some
beat live,
shit.
nigga. Then he gonna start flipping it. You like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
He gonna be like, I can play y'all some shit. I got you. Like,
It's almost sitting in the
the
corner
AI
like,
do
nigga,
it.
I'm like that too. What the fuck?
yeah,
AI
the
DJ.
the spot of DJ X.
They don't
Yeah,
type
no,
past me.
You wouldn't want to be in the producer.
I would do it.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
We talking about Eves and Devo, but maybe someone feel like, nigga, I'll take both of them niggas out.
Hey, if you're interested in doing that though, they do have beat battles at the Berkeley Hip Hop Club. They do that.
Berkeley
Them
Hip
niggas
Hop
do that
Club.
shit like
No, I know.
every month or a couple times a month or something like that. And it be dope, no bullshit, because they give you samples to flip and then you gotta flip it and then
Nah, that nigga gotta be in the DJ one. That's not
hard.
fair.
why can't he be in both?
But then he can't spin it.
Why
He
not?
can only
The
play
beat
beats.
Niggas say you can only play the
Beat
beat.
battles that I've seen is just niggas playing the beat. No bullshit.
I seen it done in a couple different ways. Cause I see like the one where they had, you know what I mean, Timbaland, Swizz going back and forth, and it was like they had the beat, but then it's like they're adding drops live and like they're manually
Oh,
like
no,
doing
never
some
mind.
chops and stuff like that. That shit was tough too, no
I was
bullshit.
about to say, ain't that how the verses started? But they're playing songs that they produce. So never
Right.
mind.
I think that was like, that's probably where the idea came from though.
Yeah.
Of the verses
Yeah.
thing, like, you know? So.
They
Hey,
really
man.
stopped
It
that
is.
shit? What's the
Did
last
they?
time they did
I
a
don't
verse?
know.
No.
I mean, I'm sure it's less popular than when
what I was
everybody
just-
was in quarantine.
Cause I would rather just go to a concert.
But that's what they started doing. They started doing the concerts. And I think if they brought it to Boston and it was like, I don't know, who's some Boston artists we could do?
What? Oh, like just overall?
Boston artists?
Yeah, like if you had a verses, but like big ones, like that.
There are none.
Bia.
Bia versus Cousin Stiz.
Bia versus Coil Ray.
Nah, their catalog. Neither of their catalogs are that expensive. To be honest,
Coil Ray could go.
Nah,
not for 20 songs, but
that's what I'm saying. The catalog's just not that expensive for either one.
I feel you.
That's probably also another reason why.
Joyner Lucas versus Cousin Stiz.
Also not that expensive, to be honest. I couldn't name 20 of either of their songs, but I think like
that wouldn't have been good.
That's not to say that they don't have like 20 good songs or whatever, but it's just like
Backstreet Boys.
You know the verses.
New Edition.
New Kids on the Block versus New Edition.
What's that?
You might be on to something,
What's
nigga.
that group Steven Tyler was in?
Aerosmith.
They're from out here.
Okay,
Knew they
I can see that.
Mark and the Funky
I can
Bunch.
see that. Aerosmith versus New Edition, or Aerosmith versus who?
I don't know after that.
Yeah, most of these motherfuckers, I don't know these niggas.
Boston versus Aerosmith.
That wouldn't be wavy.
That'd be a good one.
That'll be a good one.
Actually, on some good news, on some more positive news, right? Nate, how do you
Kill
feel?
Switch Engage.
I'm sure you've known about this for a little bit. You're probably working behind the scenes and everything, but you know it's been announced that you're going to be performing at Beans Fest this summer. How do you feel, bro?
I feel good.
You did it 2 years ago.
Nah, I never performed at Bands Fest.
Really?
Nah.
Okay, then something
Thinking
someone
about
was
Future Forward Fest, probably.
maybe
Right.
someone was saying in 2020 that you were performing somewhere.
Nah, yeah. Future Forward Fest
okay,
for sure.
Okay.
And that was in 2021.
One. Yeah, either one of those.
But yeah, that was dope. I'm excited to be able to perform, like, you know what I mean? To be honest, like Bands Fest is fire because I've performed like with some of the folks that are on the lineup. I performed alongside some folks who have done Bands Fest in the past, like Oompa, Red Shades, you feel me? Folks who have been doing it for a long time, who I'm like engaged with in other spaces. So to be able to like share a stage with like folks like Tim Hall, who's like one of the best saxophone players and poets like in the city, is like, it's incredible. You feel me? And like knowing that they're also splitting it into 2 days, so they
I was about to
are
say,
giving an opportunity for
I never
more
knew
artists
that.
to be able to have the stage. Like that's fire. This is the first year that they're
Oh,
doing
this is
it,
the first.
where it's like 2 festival days. And hopefully, and I mean, I've been working like relatively closely with Bands Fest, and like you can even look into like some of the work that they're doing. But the way that the trajectory that this is on, this is like gonna be even more huge for the city and for Massachusetts, greater Boston area than like any of us can even really like fathom right now. Like and so to be able to be a part of it at this stage is special. It's really important to me, and hopefully, you know, I also say that it's not just special to me in that way, but hopefully I can get a lot more people who maybe have never been to pull up, who have never like, who maybe didn't know about it before, to like show face and like really like recognize the magnitude of like what it is that we're being a part of. Cause it's not just a festival, you feel me? This is really like an experience. So it's exciting. I'm excited for it. And calling back to Future Forward Fest, me and Key were talking about it a little bit, but it's like, you know, that's where me and Key even met. You feel me? Is like at that event, like during like sound check, you know what I mean?
Does this feel full circle?
Yeah. Maybe not full circle, maybe like
Half circle.
yeah, half circle, right? Because it's
We're
like
not
we
done
started, but it's like it's dope seeing that like we started on like that stage together, and now we're on like this stage together, so it's cool.
No,
So,
I'm proud of you,
excited for
bro.
it.
I'm proud of you, bro. You deserve this, especially like as being as community driven as you are, and this is your city, bro. This is where you from. Like you bleed Boston. It only makes sense that you're gonna be at Bands Fest, and I'm glad it happened sooner than later.
Facts. It's exciting, man. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Definitely want to make sure that we all there, you know what I mean? That's gonna be
Nah, we gonna pull it. It's good vibes. Last year was the first time, but I just seen everybody out there,
Facts.
you know, flying their kites, enjoying
Okay,
their
I just wanted to make
music.
sure that's exactly what it was.
That's what it was, yeah.
C4.
Wait, no, I think I'm confusing the kites.
You probably thinking about the Kite Festival.
No,
You
that was different.
D-Smoke.
But D-Smoke, that was the
That
one.
was
D-Smoke was,
Bands
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That was Bands Fest. Yeah.
D-Smoke was headlining.
C4 was performing.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
And they're announcing the headliners who are gonna be at this festival soon. So
Oh, they
it's-
haven't yet.
Yeah, not yet. You feel me? So it's
Do you
about
know?
to be
Do you have
some.
the drop?
I know who it is for my day, but I can't tell you.
I mean, you can
On
tell me
camera.
off camera. Yeah.
I can't tell. I can tell you off camera. Yeah, that shit gonna be. That shit's up.
We got something to be
Word.
excited for.
Yeah, it's somebody that I'm a fan of. Someone that I've been listening to for
Is
a
it
very long
bigger than
time.
D-Smoke?
Yeah.
Does it matter?
I'm just asking.
Type shit, but it's
I'm kind
someone-
of like trying to
but it's like-
grasp.
Like yeah, they got.
I don't think Nate would ever be excited for that.
They got me.
He might be. He's like, yo, I might sit
He
down.
was like, yo, open for me with the auto tune.
sure.
Open for me. I'd be
Nigga,
like,
you was
yeah,
just
nigga.
talking about he's so bad for the community.
We gotta balance it out. You know what I mean?
He can sit there and have a conversation with him.
Facts. I can pull up with the.
Nate's
you know what I
moral
mean?
switch up. He's like, I gotta make a couple new fans. Nigga. I ain't
Make a
mad
couple
about
new
it.
tracks. Be like, fuck all that old shit. Nigga. We about to turn it up. Nigga.
I thought you trying to sound like it for a second.
Nah,
Fuck
nah.
all that old shit.
Nah. But hey, man, yeah, shout out to Bands Fest too. You know what I mean? They're definitely cooking right now, and hopefully for everyone that hasn't been to Bands Fest before, pull up. This shit about to be dope, and it's 2 days, and it's free. You feel me? You want to pull up for this because, like I said, the trajectory of this festival and like the trajectory of this organization and all the work that they're doing, you can't expect this shit to be free forever. You feel me? So pull up while you can, while it's free, and when it's not free, still pull up.
It shouldn't be free.
It definitely shouldn't, bro.
$5. Like, what's $5 to everybody to be able to just get in and enjoy whatever they got going on?
Yeah, bro. It's like I think last year they had like 10,000 people out there. You know what I mean?
So imagine $5 from all 10,000 people.
Right. That's enough to sustain like an employee, nigga. Like $50,000. That's a nigga's salary. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's money that they could give artists.
Right. Exactly. And like vendors as well. Like think about all the opportunities that can, you know, be able to be provided through this. So definitely engage, man. Tap in with your local festivals, man. And if you're white, tap in still. I know you're not hip, but tap in. You feel me? Because
get culture.
Yeah, you know what I mean? This is a good opportunity.
Tap in.
So what the fuck was the kite shit then?
It was a kite festival.
Remember we just pulled up like Nate, what's it called? Tomo was like, yo, I'm here with the fan. Just pull up.
Same thing as I really thought that was the same
day, bro. There were niggas flying kites.
This
year? Nah, I haven't gone to the kite festival in a long time.
We went last year in the summer. You know,
I wasn't with y'all that day.
Damn, where was you at?
Not there. I went like twice when I was younger. It was never. I never thought it was fun. I'm not gonna lie. And it always rained.
Oh yeah, it'd be fucked up when it rained, man.
And I was like, I never went back. It probably is fire when it's not raining though.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to fucking damn. I would say shout out to Cake Swag as well for being on there. Cake Swag, Tim Hall, fucking international.
How'd you get
show.
your name up there?
What?
As high as it was. You know, I look at shit like that. I look at like placement of.
It's the days.
That makes a little bit more sense.
We're on Friday, they're on Saturday.
Because I seen Nate, he was the second name up top. I was like,
and his was the
what
first.
What type of politicking?
It's in the order right now.
I'm here. Now that makes sense. I thought you was politicking. I was like, okay.
Listen.
You
You
funny nigga, bro.
Nah, but you know that matters in the festival.
It's not pocket watching, but it's like pocket watching, nigga.
I was
like,
curious. I was curious. You feel me? Because then they had Key like in the second round. I was like, oh.
It's flyer watching, man.
I'm flyer watching.
Placement watching, nigga.
You know how it work, bro.
I do.
When you see Rolling Loud, you see a big ass bold names.
No, the thing is though, was it on the same size?
But I'm still looking at the lines though. I'm still looking at what line
the same
you
size
on.
though.
I'm still looking at what line you on.
Font was the same size.
Then I feel like it's equal. It's just an order thing. Not
but
like
I'm gonna read someone's name first,
you
though.
know, I feel
and we read from top to bottom, dude.
That's facts. Most places, no bullshit.
Before we get out of here, do y'all have anything y'all wanted to get to talk about before we head out? We covered a good amount of topics. I like where we was at.
I feel at that point it's just forced now, nigga.
Yo,
no
Tomo, how does it feel that like what you do is so strong enough, like the energy you put out there, whether it's with your artistry yourself, you know exactly what I'm about to say. The artistry yourself, you feel me? You create these brands. These are brands like you just drawing them, bro. Like you talk about KOBK, you talk like, bro, I was just drawing that shit into my dresser. And then you bring these things to life and it moves people so much that it makes them want to literally put ink on their body.
Got it tatted. Somebody got the Goblin tatted. Isha got the Goblin tatted.
Isha from the 978. She got the Goblin tatted on the inside of her forearm. But even before that, Dom had tatted. What's it called? KOBK in the same. I think the same area too. No. He got his like on the side on his wrist
finger.
Right here.
No, it's not on his finger. It's on his wrist.
It's on his wrist right there.
But how does that make you feel when you see things like that?
Bro, that shit's amazing. That shit's inspiring, bro. It keeps me going because it's showing me that the shit I'm doing has impact. Even facts, nigga. I've been living in this world on my own, but yeah, facts, nigga. This shit is crazy because it's like with the KBK shit, that shit was crazy, and that it's crazy. But it's like I've been told multiple times through like people in my family. It's like, yeah, you're running with that shit, but you didn't create that shit. You feel me? So it's like weight you picking up with that. But with this, it's like it's literally something that I've just like
you create.
You feel me? Tell you shit. So that shit's it's inspiring, bro. No
you ever cry when you think about it?
Bro, I can't cry, bro.
Oh, yeah, he did say tell me he's not capable of crying.
Shit, I would if I could, though, nigga. No bullshit. I feel like crying is probably such a great release, nigga. No bullshit.
Yeah, that shit's equivalent. No bullshit.
Like, you don't think if you tried like very hard?
Bro, I have, bro. No bullshit.
Like, niggas
sometimes, like maybe not like that, but it's just like sometimes you just sit down and you just think and you think in the reality that you're living in. You feel me? And the emotions overwhelm you, and like you'll feel it, but it's like there's no release, bro. You feel me? Tell you shit. It's weird. I don't know what it is. Maybe I
can't feel it coming down my eyes, so I gotta make these clothes cry. No bullshit.
But that
Put
shit
the
is
pain
crazy,
into the
bro.
art.
Shout
See
out
what
to
you did
Isha. A lot more niggas need to go get it tatted. You feel me? That's the thing.
What about you?
Nigga want everybody tat, but one
for
tat.
Isha,
I'm about to get tatted soon. I've been trying to get
what
tatted
is
for
it
the past 2 years. I just been procrastinating. It's either I don't have the bread or I won't look for an artist.
So what does Isha get for the tat? Like, does she get free Goblin merch forever?
I haven't decided yet. It's gonna be signed. But yeah, because a lot of people have said that they were gonna get it tatted. They'd be like, yo, I'm about to get this tatted. I'm about to get
It's all words.
Because the designs are fire, bro.
Yeah. It's
Niggas
crazy
just
though.
disappeared into oblivion. You
So
seen
wait, if
that
you
shit?
get a tat, is it gonna be your like something like of your brand?
Most likely, I was gonna draw my tat, but I don't know if I'll get particularly the Goblin tatted, but I do want to draw my tat.
Where would it be?
On my rib. Yeah.
That's not where your ribs are. This is your rib.
Your abdomen?
Like the side right here.
Okay. It's kind of low.
I want it to the side. I don't want it towards the front, like on my
I
rib
feel you.
area.
Oh, that's
yeah.
fire. That's fire.
Yeah.
Nah, that's special, bro. Keep going.
Good looks,
real, man.
You
Keep
know,
going, really.
working on some shit. Working on a collection right now. Trying to put that shit out soon. And this is about to be different than the way I've done all my like past work. Because the way I'm about to shoot it is about to be a new type of rollout. Niggas is gonna see
That
it.
niggas have never seen before?
I've kind of done it with the Goblin beanie shoot. I kind of done it like just
Okay.
real world building opposed to like shooting in the backdrop and then editing in the background type shit. I'm starting to use more real world building and like shit like that. You feel me?
That's fire.
I'm excited to
Yeah.
see.
That's what it's all about, man.
And it's gonna be more than 2 models. That's the thing that's about to be different. So it's gonna be cool. You're gonna see a lot of cool faces in there.
Run it up, man.
Nigga ain't never asked me to model shit.
Run it
man.
up.
Sick.
Hey, bro, that's life thing.
You don't think nah, that basically
That's
tell me
right.
I don't-
he doesn't believe I can push units.
Nigga.
He doesn't believe anybody could see me on Instagram
Hey, bro,
wear
you-
it and be
bro.
like, I want cop now because Rod wearing it. He don't
To be
believe
honest-
that.
Hey, bro, I ain't never see nobody cop some shit because you wore it, nigga. The first week I met you, I was wearing some all black Air Max Pluses. He asked me, what's those? The next week, this nigga coming with that, and I ain't seen him with Jordan since. He been only wearing Air Max. No bullshit.
What's those?
That's crazy.
Are you wearing them right now?
No.
Bro, this is just an iteration of it. It's the Air Max Pluses, but it's the Vapor Max ones.
Oh shit!
You feel me?
I like the price point.
That's crazy, bro. Niggas
But
was shooting that shit.
I be choosing models. Honestly, bro, I haven't. Angel and Chen is the only male models that I've actually had.
No, I'm joking with you, bro.
But yeah, facts.
I'm not pushing no units for you, bro.
The nigga said, he's like, no, you're right.
I'm sorry, man. But hey, man, we appreciate everybody who was watching and tuned in. It was
Real,
good to be
man.
back. It's good to be back talking about the topics and just get into it, chopping it up with y'all.
Yeah.
Feel me? We got a lot of exciting things. Let me just say for y'all, we got a lot of exciting things coming down the pipeline for bad for the community. We've had a lot of meetings, putting minds together. We putting super minds together. I know the importance of that. You know what? Y'all know what like a super mind is?
Yeah.
Nigga with a big
Is it
head.
not? But what more is it a thing besides what it really is?
That's not the lady that was sucking dick?
What?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
super,
super
head.
head.
Super head. Super head.
Nah, but
What you know about that, man?
What you know about that?
I was like, what?
You know about that, young blood?
That nigga was there.
Super head. I can tell you something about some super head.
That nigga was in the line. Nigga.
Nah, but it's all just to say, like, when you know, when everybody puts their brains together, when you have a group of individuals that are very like-minded and have the same goals and are working toward the same goals, like, you can, things that y'all can do, you wouldn't be capable of doing on your own. Feel me?
Yeah.
It's
also,
very
real
simple, but it's so important in anything you do to have that group of people around you who have those same aspirations and are gonna push you to, be greader.
Also,
Facts.
this reminds me because this nigga has up this video right now. We need to record everything that we're doing because then eventually out of time, bro, niggas gonna say that we wasn't the niggas that did it.
I mean,
Not like this
You've been
though.
doing
like,
that for the last
literally,
2
like,
years.
He's
I
talking
don't
about
this is in a
everything.
setting. I'm talking about not everything, but like record
Things of
parts of
value.
it, for me type shit. Like when you're creating or when you're at performances, shit like that. You feel me? But like actual documentation. I want to see more people holding their phones like this when they record, bro. You feel me? Like actually document that shit. Don't just do it for a story post. You feel me?
I'm
Like,
saying
hold that shit
that don't
horizontal. Be
fit the
professional.
format for my story.
nigga,
Oh, that shit. Nah, you can. You just gotta crop it.
I fit the story. I fit the format for a movie.
I feel you. Yeah.
He said
the
we not
story,
making a
bro.
story
We
no
bigger
more. We
than that
making a
shit.
movie. What Megan Thee Stallion
We
say?
making a book.
All right.
Like
What
Snow on the
Megan-
Bluff.
Niggas ain't
like
reading that
Snow,
shit.
no, like Snow on the Bluff. He said he was,
Oh,
he
yeah,
was shooting
yeah,
a book.
shooting a book.
Feel me?
That's a throwback.
Yes,
Megan Thee Stallion
sir.
said some shit. She was like, you know what I mean? He said we was gonna make a movie. He nutted quick. We was making a story.
That's
This
crazy.
shit's crazy.
So if you want longevity, make that movie. You feel me? You're not making stories no more, man.
But hey, man, again, we appreciate y'all. Before we get out of here, you know I gotta have my
nigga, I
Topo
used to work
Chico
here.
moment of the.
That's major.
I told you,
Yep.
bro. You
Bro,
just
what's
said
good
that
with
shit.
you, nigga? Like,
Nigga, I didn't even do it that much.
I
I
opened
did
my shit. That
but
shit
I
ain't
did it
happen,
calm.
bro.
Like mine.
You know what
mine,
it is, though?
Mine was real.
No.
You know what it
calm,
also
bro.
might be is that the bottom of it is not on a flat surface.
bro, I
That
opened my
does
shit.
something?
I don't know, but every time I've seen
earlier.
it where it's like calmer, it's been on a flat surface.
Oh man.
Nigga.
Like
You
even
about
when
to
you
open
like,
another
opened
one?
it earlier.
Hey man, we appreciate the good folks over at Topo Chico. Grab you with Topo Chico and
That's
enjoy
why
a
niggas be running out of these
real
shits. Niggas be
refreshing
going
beverage.
through
It's
these
real
hoes.
refreshed.
See, it's not me. It's
Right.
not me.
Nah, that.
I'm not gonna push my luck. I did it today, no problems. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Keep it like that.
Yeah, the one I did earlier, it didn't. That shit didn't happen.
Hey man,
Shout out
Cheers,
to Topo
gang.
Chico. You already
yes.
know the
Shout out to
deal.
y'all. Make sure you
Facts.
like, subscribe.
You know
We
what
on the
I'm
road to
saying?
1,000. We getting closer, so we appreciate
You
everybody
got
who
Topo
enjoys these
Chico
videos.
scrunchies. If you comment scrunchy, I'll send you a scrunchie.
Did you even do that shit you did for the last one?
Ooh,
Huh?
Here's
The
what
last time we
say.
told him to do
Never.
something, he's gonna give us
Bro,
something.
I said in the video
Episode-
that I'm not actually doing that shit.
Facts, he did.
So-
many
so
times.
now he
But
said-
this time, I'll actually send you the scrunchie.
so comment scrunchy, you get a free scrunchie.
But
first
also-
comment though, not everybody that comments. Just first
Damn,
comment.
nigga, we don't.
Facts. But also, if you're going around the city, if you're going around Massachusetts and you see any of the Bad for Community stickers, take a picture of it and send it to us. And then
We'll give
you
you
can
a
send
sticker.
it to it, then we'll enter you into a giveaway to get our first piece of merch when we drop that.
That's a good. You ain't talk that through, yo. Y'all take advantage of that, right?
And I mean, take a
Start going
picture,
around.
send it to us, tag us. You'll be entered into a raffle to get our first piece of merch when it drops later
That's
on this year.
wise.
I like that. Hey man, we
So
out.
that's wise.